Okay, okay, that's okay. And then I want to. This is my first time here, so I'm in the middle of moving some things around. Because I have, taken apart and put my computer back together. You know what I mean? So things are not in the exact same ports. So I'm still. We gonna go over here real quick, and we will click that, and we will boost that back up to about there. Good. And now this is on. Look, I was ready and then I wasn't ready. That's not correct. It's not time for AV Mania. This is correct. Okay. I suppose I'm ready. I suppose it's time. You did not reinstate the redeem. See, look, I knew I forgot something. That's a future me problem, and I guess future me is now. So for starters, good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the vibrant. Come over there, get over there. Very good, and very quickly come to there and to here. Boom, bap, bop, boom, bada, bop, boom, pow. And there, 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 and do we have a lot of redeems? Goodness gracious. All right, there we go. All your redeems are on Twitch. You might have to refresh to see them, but now I can actually say, good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the vibrant, which might be, for people who don't want 100 line, the first time seeing this right here, which is still, no, stop that. We're not going for another loop. There we go. Might be very, very different currently. I've moved. And I feel like I'm gonna have to say that for every episode for the next week of all content. I'm waiting on a couple of set pieces. That's why not everything or anything rather is on the wall. This will also probably be a stream that cuts at like exactly 3 hours because I have a whole lot of sound paneling that's vacuum sealed here, and there's another 2 packs over there that I'm going to hang up to get rid of the echo in this room. But I digress. How do you do to everyone? I've awarded the stream. It's also raining like crazy out today. How's everyone doing? Do I have a pin? I do have a pin. Right here. Dang. It's like rainy. I don't know if you can hear the rain like pounding against the window right now, but it is it's crazy outside actually. Just very quickly. Word of the stream is in play, and we have drawings to do. How's everybody's Wednesday going, by the way? As I get everything set up to, I think we're actually pretty much set up to draw. Yes, we are. See, I was prepared on that front. I was ready until I was not ready. So in terms of the drawings that we have to do, we have, I think, one from Polka and one from Cat. Design a logo for Columbina's Moo Moon Milk. I forgot we had discussed that last time. Okay then, we will draw that, and Polka is draw me Polka and my wife Varessa having a nice dinner date. Okay, and I think that is all of the ones that we did not do. Wait, no, there is another one. We have 2 for Polka, surprisingly enough. Polka and Varessa versus Avi and Junko. Goodness gracious. And then we're caught up on drawings. Okay. So we have 3 drawings to do, 2 that are very much Polka and Varessa. Okay, I can do that. Can I do that? I'll figure it out. Polka, you're here. How do I draw you? Oh man, okay, there we go. Oh, that's upside down. Got my tablet pen, had to dig it out of a box. It was fine, just felt really tired throughout the day. Uni started again, so that was to be expected. Oh yeah, you did mention that this past Sunday. How's your first almost week of uni going? Okay, well that's weird. I actually think, embarrassingly enough, the battery in this might be dying. Which is crazy, because that means I don't think I have another battery right now, so we might actually have to delay this another week. Here, let me see if we can at least get through today. $1 million question. You know what? We'll draw next time because I do need to change this battery. That's unfortunate. You know when I said I was ready? I've never had to change the battery in this. This is the very first time. And I've had this thing for a hot minute, so you know what? It lasted pretty good. We will not draw today. That's crazy. Huh. You know what? If there was ever a time for me to have to go and get the battery for that, I'd be like, you know what? It's fine. That'll do. So no drawing. So you know what? If there were ever a time to redeem a drawing so that you can guarantee that it's going to get drawn next time, it would be now, Twitch. Someone could take advantage of that. But I need to set a reminder to get some batteries. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me see. Because I will be going to the store tomorrow. Okay. Alright, now that that's in there, I guess we'll play some Genshin immediately. I'm sorry I teased anyone with drawings, but that will not be the case right now. We will be going into Genshin Impact because we have some cleanup to do. I don't know if you guys remember. You do, because you remember things better than I do. Generally, sometimes, depending on the thing. But, as we watch out over. Yes. Excellent. We were in the midst of two things. Hanging out with Columbina and finishing the quest for Durin. Little baby dragon Durin. We were stopped, essentially, from doing the Columbina stuff because she stopped existing. So, as I put this back over here, it's time to get this on the get this show on the road. So, here's what we're definitely gonna do today. In fact, there's a couple of things. First, we'll see Mr. Tiller. Three main things that we're gonna do today are not all in Nod Cry. Number one is hang out with your girl. Number two is do Durin's quest. I think he's somewhere in Storm Terror's lair. Number three, I think there's some sort of Columbina, no, Sandrone book in Nasha Town that exists only after you finish the story quest, and that we need to read too. And I think there's one other thing we need to do. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. So first things first, let's actually go to Mr. Tiller and we will do a little bit of wishing. XSP says, better than, also welcome in opening. I lasted a single week. I said I would never say that word again, and I lasted 1 week, and I immediately read your name. Welcome in. I'm gonna restart the timer on that. Welcome in. An opening. I'm first. You're first on the YouTube side. For some reason, Twitch was populated very quickly. There were like 6 people waiting in Twitch chat. Mr. Tiller, nobody died. We were fine, but in between episodes, I gotta spin the wheels too. Goodness gracious. Pop down. Hello, my friend. Nobody died. We're all good. In between episodes, I was in the midst of training the 2 new people instead of, you know, getting everybody else up to 80 because they are currently the new liabilities. I hate to call them that, but they are until they can be, you know, pretty decent. Now, I've never fought this boss before. It's very easy. I didn't even need to change teams or do anything. It was just run of the mill. But that's not surprising because it's a pretty new boss. I then realized I've never fought this boss on this account. The wolf thing in Inazuma, I'm kind of surprised, but I don't think I actually have anybody that needs this material. So then I realized, you know what? If that's the case, yeah, why would I have ever fought this thing? And I just thought that was funny because I walked up and it was like, hey, have a free primo for this information. I was like, oh, interesting. I don't know if I want to Zabai that much. We don't have that many wishes. We'll do these 2 real quick. Why am I wishing here? I know where we have to wish. I know where we gotta go. Hold on a minute. That's on me. Let me go over to our girly. Oh, Kukia! Where's she at? There she is. And then after this, we will go ahead and spin our characters. Hey, what's good? It's me. Your moon goddess, so you know, yeah, that's right, pray to me. Fall and pray. Oh, they're about the same height. Actually, I think she is a little bit taller than Columbina. Anywho, now that she's properly praying to the moon goddess, that's not the moon goddess. Goodbye. Now that she's again properly praying to the moon goddess, let's do it.
May your light illuminate our path ahead.
And it will illuminate our path because it's time for a great wish. It's purple. I'll take that, and it's not quite what I wanted to see. But it did give us another wish, so I won't complain that much. Zabai, I will go ahead and pull for you. You don't got too many opportunities. You have the primos that we have, and then you have, what, one more wish so far. But I wouldn't mind getting constellations for any of these 4 stars, so that's why I'm really okay wishing here. No, nothing? Okay, debate club, that's fine, that's fine. Alright. Zabai, you have literally one more chance. If you don't come home now, I won't really complain, because I wasn't thinking about wishing for you, but you know. Oh. Yeah, I'll take one of those too. But you know, it'd be nice. I love a good Geo girly. So if you want to come home, you know, come on home. First we'll wish there. Alright, Zabai. From moon goddess to moon. I even got Columbina out. Y'all are like cousins. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Come on. It's all you, girl. Look at this. We got her. Never worried. Never lost. Hey, Zabai, say you're fantastic. Yeah, do you guys hear that? It's not Zabai, is it? No, it is. I don't even... What sword... What does the sword even do? Nothing that I want is what it does. Nothing that I want. Get out of here with this. Alright, let's go see Columbina. You guys know what's on the docket, but before we do that, we got some wheels to spin. Because I assume Columbine is not actually going to be in the party. Let's see who will be in the party. Here. Little wheel. That's not what I wanted. A Wheel of Fortune is not what I wanted. Wheel of Names. And we want a 0.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day.
No
Don't worry
opening.
about
We
me.
want a 0.
I can keep up.
Not a 4. And that's exactly what we're gonna get. Because we got the Moon Goddess here with us right now. And she said, put the 0s up. Okay, well, at least it's not a 4. At least it's not a 4. 4 or 2, right down there in the middle, 3. We take those. W's. Which means we have at least one open slot, which, where's our, we'll do this wheel. Did I add? I did. I added Luigi, but I did not add, Opera Girl. Opera Girl. There we go. Now that she's officially on here, let's roll. 3 is fine. I also think 3 is okay. 3 is better than 4, I suppose. Hazel, who I think we almost got last time, but not this time. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. So Hazel, we got some Animo. Kazuha, we got some more Animo. I swear, if they give me one more Animo. Game. Wheel. Do not give me Jean. Okay. That's still not really good, actually. Why did they give me Animo and Geo? What's going on here? Why are we doing that's okay, I think I would have preferred another Animo, to be honest, if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't like this party. Oh man, okay, well, whatever.
Would you like to go moon gazing?
I wouldn't like to go moon gazing, actually. I'd like to go elsewhere. Goodness gracious.
We could go to the moon and gaze down into that.
Excuse me? You're excused. What am I excusing you for opening? I guess we will do... where's Kachina? Let's get her first. At least she's got good movability. Oh, she's level 80? I got her 80? Good for her. Another chance to learn from you. She is an adorable little dorka. Gonna Twitch. Welcome to the Twitch side. Hazo is... Where? Hello? There he is. Sometimes I forget what Hazel even looks like, to keep it a buck with you. And then we had Kazuha too. Alright, very good. This is a silly party, but we're gonna keep Charlie in. I need to pull up Twitch to make sure nobody does any silly redeems. I don't even have Stream Manager open. That's hilarious. And there we go. Alright, well, this is our team. I can't say I love it, or that it's particularly useful. But it sure is here. And you know what's funny? Because they're about to not be here. I'm realizing. Because now it's just LA Knight again. Who is still dripped out. Good on her. I can't grab that one.
A little to the left.
Okay, I got you.
To the right.
Okay, never mind. We'll go this way.
Yes. Well done.
Thank you. Okay, well, what she got? What you got over here? Where is she?
A little to the left.
Okay, I just went there. That's fine.
To the right.
Okay, we'll go this way again. Okay, is this perfect?
Yes. Well done.
And what are these? What are those?
Oh.
The atmosphere is a little unusual today. Are you decorating this flower field, Columbina?
Replace Kachina for my hero, a pyro character? Just any pyro character?
wasn't me. It was them.
You mean the Kuhanki?
The Kuhinki. Also, Lion! How do you do?
Yes. These stones emit a faint light upon absorbing Kuvaki. The Kuhenki are quite fond of them.
Cute. Yes, then we will take... Well, dang, that's unfortunate because that was our fun movability character. Lions, hi. How do you do Lion?
So they just
On the YouTube side.
put them on the ground and play with them?
Not exactly. Come over here and look.
Are they making a picture?
Huh? Ooh, it forms a picture when you look at it from above.
Looks like we're a chunk short though.
That's right. I need to go collect some more.
How you doing, Lion?
Oh, so you're heading out?
Yes, I know just the place. It's graced by the moon, so these kinds of stones are abundant.
Okay. Is it the moon?
Sure.
Alright, then let's get collecting. We want to see what the finished picture looks like too.
Alright, let's go get some stones. Oh. Wait a minute. We actually going somewhere? Oh, we are actually going somewhere. Goodness gracious, okay. Oh yeah, I have to replace you. Kachino? We're putting in a pyro character. Now our best pyro character... Dude, I don't think I've really built too many pyro characters anymore. Our best pyro character in terms of levels right now is Father, who's dead, followed by Dia, who's dead. And then we have, oh.
Armed and ready.
Goated. We choose Gun. Thank you, opening. You've given us Gun. After, I think, last time we had Gun and it was replaced.
Final warning.
Wait a minute. Great. Thank goodness. I was about to say, we have nobody in our party that can break these, but we have the Kuvinki. Don't worry, opening. Did not think you lost all that fire. Yeah, no. In terms of, like, percentage of characters that we've lost, I think fire is the highest. You see, this scene is where they introduced, Gru from Despicable Me. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Very much moon-centered. You know what? I believe it.
Come on, let's head back. Can't leave that artwork incomplete forever, right?
Who was this? Oh my gosh.
Quick, hide! Someone's here!
What? You know what? There were crying kids in Despicable Me.
Where am I? Mommy, I want to go home.
Yeah, look. Rejeka? Your parents are terrible. This is bad parenting.
Scions! Is she lost?
I know there's some monsters literally right over there that she would not survive an attack from.
You will?
Yeah, I guess I'll go help her.
Yeah, of course. She sure looks like she needs it.
The Frost Moon Scions are deeply wary of outsiders, correct? You have no antlers. The hour is late. What if you scare her off instead?
Yeah, LA Knight doesn't generally scare people off.
Okay, that could happen, but we can't just do nothing.
Yeah, we can.
Come with me then.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you gonna give us some antlers? Oh. What if I don't want to? Oh, fine. Oh my gosh. No, 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 don't get off of this! Get off of this! This is not where we need to go! Goodness gracious. Okay. Give me this and not that. Come on, game. Why would I even want that? What you talking about, game? Come on, there we go. Put that over there. Okay, I want to say that this path, not really good. What?
Huh? What's this?
Wait, is chat frozen? My messages ain't showing up? No, well, it might have been frozen for you up until right now, because that's the first message we've seen from you.
It's so pretty.
But welcome in, Cherry.
That should do it.
And off she goes. That trail of stone should lead her back to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Columbina says she doesn't want to be treated like a god, but then she helps those she finds in need all the same.
Wait, what about the painting?
Bina, welcome in Jags as well.
It's alright.
We're in the middle of our Columbina little hangout event.
We can finish it some other time.
Since we can finally do these again.
I like watching people find
How are
their
you
way
two
back
doing?
home, to the place where they belong.
What did we get? Okay. I guess we got some moon stuff, huh? Ah, I also don't think we can do another one today. Take me home to the place I belong, to the moon, beyond the fake sky. Take me home. I don't think she's taking the country roads home. But, you know, I'm all here for Columbina country roads. Maybe Not Cry roads. Take me home. Hey, what did I get for this? Dude, give me something. Give me a thing. Confirm. I need one more? Goodness gracious. Alright, so one more of these. So next week, we'll actually finish this part 1. Which is crazy that we have not finished part 1 of this because we were locked out for so long because she disappeared. It's fine. It's okay. That is okay. Oh, wait a minute. Can I steal? Yeah, I'm about to steal her food real quick. Hold on. Give me this. Delicious. Give me this. What is this? Is she write a little diary? Be careful. It's a little sour. Ah, Columbina! Don't you dare be sour! Okay. Oh, she left it for us? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. She left those fruit for us? Oh. How delightful. You know what? She probably left that specifically for LA Knight. Lenny is, he really is getting cucked out here. Poor kid. Anywho. That was that, and since we're still in Nod Cry, let's go check out that book that should be in the Sandrone book, whatever it is. Because I don't know what it is, but it is apparently in. It's in the place, the tavern, right? I think. The flagship. Well, it's just gonna take me to the same teleport. But it's down this way. Very interesting, though. I don't even know when this book would have, like, come into play. Is it up or down? It's up and then down. Right? Yes, here. The flagship is sometimes confusing because I've come from both directions, and whenever I'm coming from one direction, I think I'm coming from the other direction. I don't know where this book is exactly. I think Sonic said it is in our room. The room that we stayed in. Oh yeah, there's a book there. Marionette's notebook. Ooh. And someone drew here with chalk. Can I sit down and read the notebook? Excellent. Alright, you guys. Now I think about it, every time I saw Sandrone, the notebook she had with her was never exactly the same. Probably because she was someone who loved taking notes and often had new ideas. Though she is a machine to you and your companions, Sandrone is entirely human. Her joys, sorrows, and emotions are not much different from yours. The book that the knave hands you, right, the book that the knave handed us, is somewhat aged, with creases at the corners as if it had been accidentally folded and then someone smoothed out by somebody. Sandrone has a lot of stories about her recorded in it. You're not sure if the knave has read them. But judging from the expression on her face when she gave you the notebook, she seems to know Sandrone very well, even without it. And is even responsible for carrying out her last wishes. Her last wishes were to take her core, and I think Polonia's core, to the Research Institute in Fontaine or something of that nature. This is 9 pages. Alright, everybody. Buckle in. It's marionette story time. Sunny. I assume this is a day. Alan has provided me with many notebooks. I often discard them after making a few markings. On those occasions, his expression was unreadable. Nevertheless, he supplies me with new ones. I do not understand his reasoning. I do not know why I discarded them even after making markings. I do not know why he permits this behavior. He states that my emotion module is optimal. I do not comprehend. This is a new notebook. I do not wish to discard it. I have learned to record. I am beginning to record. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if this is like from like beginning to end. I'm actually excited to see how this goes, because this seems like a Columbina, I'm sorry, not Columbina Rosario, a Sandrone beginning, and I guess it'll be more like her actual dialect, and tone by the end of the book. We'll see. Another day. I have learned more, and my manner of speech has become more elegant. Elegant is the new word I have learned. Alan has advised me not to push myself. I disagree. I have performed exceptionally well. We conversed this afternoon. I have drawn several conclusions. 1. Alan created me. He modeled me after memories of his deceased sister, and now he feels guilt. My learning ability exceeds his expectations. Alan Guillotine's younger sister was named Marianne Guillotine. She passed away long ago. Alan finalized my creation on his 65th birthday. I think that's fairly new information. He stated that I am a friend, a family member. He expressed happiness about gaining a companion. Alan has defined our relationship. It is evident that I am not Marianne. He concurred, noting that I am significantly different than his sister. He expressed a desire for me to act according to my own will. Interesting. When I stated that I would no longer discard notebooks, his composure wavered briefly. He likely experienced an urge to weep, but ultimately suppressed it. Alan and I chose a birthday if I wished. Could choose a birthday if I wished, rather. I will consider this proposal seriously. He mentioned that most people cannot choose their birth date, but I can. I am free. Interesting. I do. It's really like and this is kind of what I wanted to see once I read this first little entry. I was like, ooh, this is really going to be like you're growing into becoming more human. Anywho, overcast day. Alan's physical condition continues to deteriorate. Doctors have visited frequently. Each time he closes the door, I am excluded from the process. I sensed something unfamiliar. Later, Alan identified the sensations as anger and sadness. He expressed satisfaction that I was learning to recognize them. However, he noted that I do not yet understand guilt. He explained that the social mechanisms behind this emotion are too complex for most animals or machines to acquire easily. I have concluded that understanding guilt is not a necessary function for me. Well, you will you understand it in the future. Alan inquired about my desires. My response was, I want you to be healthy. Also, Alan presented me a new invention. It was named Polonia. I cannot classify Polonia as family, kin, or friend. Its architecture lacks an emotional module comparable to mine. The reason for Alan's design choice to create it with different specifications is unclear to me. He asserted that both Polonia and I are unique and cannot be replicated. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Because that one line is like, oh yeah, you know what? In my brain, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe if they just take their cores back to Fontaine, they can be replicated. But that don't sound too good, do it? He clarified that I am myself, whereas Polonia is a purely mechanical construct. Interesting. Sorted through the warehouse and cleaned the room on the next overcast day. Debugged Polonia's basic functions. Next day. Rainy, Alon has passed out. His condition is deteriorating still. The doctor examined him with a grim expression. Alon's subordinate came to visit me, bringing a brand new tea set and some expensive tea leaves. Alon does not drink tea, nor is he used to luxurious things, so the tea set is mine. Next day, sunny. All of my potted plants are thriving. We love somebody who loves a little planting. This is simple, and it seems almost too straightforward to claim credit for myself. When conditions are right, they simply grow on their own, independent of any... that's also, to be fair, that's not entirely true. Independent of any gardener, I see a parallel in myself. I, too, don't rely on anything to grow. Okay, we'll continue. I'll give my thoughts later. I don't want to, maybe page by page I'll give my thoughts, because I don't want this to take forever, but I'm seeing where this probably goes, and I like this as a setup for this notebook. Today, I helped Alon with Polonia's final test. He's been unable to walk, he's also unable to climb stairs, so I transported him there in his wheelchair. Oh, you're talking about Alon, not Polonia. He can't climb stairs either. Alon displayed little emotion. Despite Polonia's stable performance, he wasn't satisfied. He explained that Polonia is, in essence, merely an algorithm designed to calculate the unknown. As for what the unknown is, he himself is uncertain. The scope of the unknown is vast, too vast to quantify. I find it difficult to process that he even lacks an answer, and that this realization causes him sorrow. I don't understand. Alon asked, "How shall we view the fate of this world?" "Use a detector," I responded. A world formula. Also, welcome in, Cat. We're in the middle of Marionette's notebook. How are you doing? Alon has entrusted me with his old notebooks. It does not pain you. It brings you genuine joy, literally the opposite of paining you. And I find great value in the knowledge he imparted. Lately, I've been contemplating the fate of this world. I quickly concluded that it is an inquiry without an answer. If people cannot even grasp their own destinies, how can they presume to meddle with the world's? I don't know. A truly foolish notion. Alon remarked that there are quite a few fools who hold such ideas. I laughed and gave him a disbelieving look. Then he began to laugh as well, though I can't comprehend what he finds amusing. Next day, sunny. I brought new bed sheets, new pillowcases, new curtains. I need to get some curtains too, actually. That's one thing that I'm missing that I need to go to the store for tomorrow. My room is now refreshingly tidy. I must say that was a clever decision. Sunny. Next day. I've been too modest in my recent records. I'm not just smart, I'm brilliant. Okay, now this is starting to sound a little bit more like Sandrone. I'm a quick learner, even Alon agrees. Next day, Alon's body won't hold on much longer. He sat by the fireplace and told me some stories. He created me in the beginning to honor the memory of the years he spent with his sister. He hadn't even decided what to do with me when he brought me into being. Later, he hoped that I could travel on his behalf to see the world and broaden my own horizons. One problem. Alon and I are now colleagues, both tied down by long-term professional commitments. It seems true freedom to travel is for those unburdened by work. As he puts it, that dream lies in ruin now, a complete and utter failure. He mentioned that he once had another wish, but it was abandoned long ago. I pressed him for details, and he admitted, with some awkwardness, that he once dreamed of saving the world when he was young. I asked him if this was a wish that I needed to inherit. He was taken aback and firmly told me no. He said that I can do anything I like, rather, and that he has no expectations of me. Alon asked if there was anything I wanted to do. Well, I haven't found that yet. Interesting. Page 4, Sunny. Parents are responsible for bringing children into the world, and children are responsible for their futures. This is a social rule. I believe the final unspoken tenet of this rule is that children are also responsible for their parents' final years. Alon's final years have reached their end. He left a will concerning his remaining possessions, a small sum of savings, Polonia, and some notebooks. He asked me to burn the notebooks after his death to avoid theft. Also relates back to something we heard in the story quest. Honestly, Given the sheer volume, Polonia is probably the only one who could steal them. Polonia was Alon's final pursuit in life. It is a pity he did not live to see it produce a definitive answer. He told me not to worry about it, and that I could leave Polonia to the Fontaine Research Institute. His only regret was that those people wouldn't know how to maintain it as well as I do. I disagree with this plan. Polonia will remain with me. However, I am not sure what I should use it for. Oh, and then the next day was Alon's funeral. Oh, well, not the next day, but the next entry. Today was Alon's funeral. Heavy rain fell throughout the ceremony as if someone was crying in the sky. As if someone was crying in the sky. Maybe a hydro dragon of sorts who's on the banner right now was tearing up at that funeral. And there was water everywhere. Anywho, annoying. Holding an umbrella in the rain is so inconvenient. And I think this is really might be the first like entry that feels most akin to like current day Sandrone. And I think that's pretty strong. Because you can kind of see, like, as we go back, we'll go back to that page in a second. It's very much robotic earlier on. Then we get start to get like a couple senses of Sandrone, which is like, I'm not just smart, I'm brilliant. But this, when she actually says "ugh, annoying," I'm like, okay, we got her. That's her chat. So it's nice to see that personality developing. And I think that was really the first time we see like a real like ugh annoying to so like a real like how you feel about things that are going on around you happened after his death, and I think that's strong. Anywho, holding an umbrella in the rain is so inconvenient. Alon was laid to rest, and everything proceeded smoothly. I was the one who stepped forward to bid him farewell, while Polonia stayed behind to look after the house. The weather didn't clear up until midnight. I sat by the grave for a while, keeping Alon company with the moon in the sky like a big pizza pie that's amore, keeping me company in return. The moon keeping you company in the return, even though it was a fake moon, but I digress. The night was very quiet. No more sounds of labored breathing. It feels as though the only companion I have left in this world was the moon. Which was also fake. I'm leaving now, farewell. Ta-ta, Fontaine. Update log. Upgraded Polonia's tea brewing functions. Updated Polonia's meal delivering functions. Upgraded Polonia's book searching functions. We did the book searching functions. Corrected a malfunction where Polonia could not hang laundry. Imagine. Just balls it up and just tries to put it up on like a clothesline and just tears the clothesline down and just drops everything. That's my boy. To the outside, I claim that Polonia is my attendant. That should turn some curious stares away. I have to protect it. It is Alon's secret and his wish. Overcast. Snezhnaya is so cold, though it has nothing to do with me. Overcast. I found a new job, and the pay is pretty good. My boss rather, is a woman with an icy demeanor, and I do mean icy. So she's joined the Fatui. As for my colleagues, they're a real mixed bag. It's already getting on my nerves. Sunny the next day. What's the point of a sunny day in Snezhnaya? It snows just as heavily. My colleagues are so annoying. And now it's really, really feeling like Sandrone's diary, dude. Oh, man. Next rainy day. I haven't journaled for a good while. It slipped my mind. Nothing felt particularly worth recording, and since it's something I don't feel like doing, I might as well pause it for now. And a new text appears after a few blank pages. Oh, here we go. Sunny. Columbina is so annoying. Sunny. Arlecchino is so annoying. Next day, overcast. What on earth was Dottore thinking? I simply can't agree with his approach. Next overcast day. It's been weeks since the new project. Okay, I'm having a good time with this. Oh, man. Since the new project was launched and is stuck in the approval process. What is Pantalone's problem with financial approvals? Why is he so ridiculously stringent? It's not like it's his personal money, rather. It all belongs to the Fatui. Next day, snowy. Dottore's project was approved 10 times faster than mine. Ugh. He and Pantalone should do me a favor and just disappear from my sight. Next day, sunny. A meeting with Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, duration 2 hours and 15 minutes. Sunny, Rosalind. Anywho, brought me a new tea set, claiming it was from Mondstadt and a bottle of wine. That's odd. Didn't she say that she couldn't be bothered to go to Mondstadt? I wonder if this was when she kicked Venti and snatched not his vision, I'm sorry, his gnosis. But I doubt it was at this point in time, but we'll see. Attended Pietro's lecture, not bad. The content is pretty good. Pulcinella's lecture is tomorrow, next day rainy. A meeting with Capitano. Arlecchino and Rosalind, duration 40 minutes. So the tea set was purchased by mail. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that explains everything. Rosalind's new heels are so loud. They're so noisy, but I do like the gift she gave me, so I suppose I can cut her some slack. The tea set is very delightful. Heavy snow. Columbina's preference for tea is quite ordinary. Not as refined as Arlecchino's. Perhaps that's just like her. Do special people like ordinary tea and ordinary people like special tea? Who knows? Sunny. It's been 2 weeks since we lost contact with Tartaglia on his mission. Oh, I know when this is actually. Tartaglia returned with a few scratches. Also looks like Columbine and Vittoria are on the outs. I didn't ask further, it was only a matter of time anyway. Okay, fair enough. Overcast, Arlecchino and Columbina came over for tea and picked Rosalind up on the way. It was a good day. I should keep some cookies on hand for next time. Snowy, Rosalind is dead. No, wait, hold on. I don't like that. Give me the next entry that'll be like, Rosalind's gonna come back from the ashes, and finally we'll be able to pull for her. That's what I need to see on the next page, Sandrona. Come on. Do me a solid. I don't know if it did. I don't know, so I don't think so. I don't believe she's going to do me that solid. The next text appears after a few blank pages. Most of it relates to the Nazars and Cruz Ordo. So a truce that prolonged study leaves one busy. Mixed in are a few offhand comments, which looks like Sandrone's recent jottings. And then heavy snow. Capitano chose to stay in that land. Shame. Well, he is never going from there now. Sunny. Columbina hasn't been faring well since she resigned. Ha! Serves her right. I did warn her to think carefully before making such decisions, but she wouldn't listen. The materials Arlecchino provided me were extensive. I owe her my thanks. Important. Send gifts to the House of the Hearth, one for every child. Oh, that's nice. A new project. I have to collaborate with Dottore? I can't help but feel some resentment towards Her Majesty for this. But Her Majesty's plan, it must succeed. Gods, Columbina, can you stop being so annoying? Polonia's situation is stable, optimizing algorithmic logic, expecting several hours of downtime, a meeting with Arlecchino, duration 20 minutes, tea break with Arlecchino, duration 1 hour. So they actually did hang out quite a bit. Especially after Columbina was gone. And she sent some nice gifts to the House of the Hearth, one for every child. We love to see that. Scattered amongst vast volumes of data are a few terms, calculations, orthants. The probability of Columbina being alive is definitely higher than any outcome. Absolutely. Also, today is Alon's birthday. Oh, so we are in present day. We are at the story now. We're at the most previous story. I do hope the Traveler is safe. It would be a great hassle otherwise. Okay, great. Almost there. Inconceivable. Hadguy's core is from Irminsul. Performance is stable. He seems to know us pretty well. Or maybe it's just a sociable sort. And then it comes to our last page. Core assembly complete. System checked and deployed for combat. Recording the key points of this technique. By using Lunator, a fragment of Columbina's soul, connection with a variable in this world, a descender, we aim to affect the retrieval of Columbina's soul from within the moon's reflection. The survival of the Traveler is a necessary condition for success, which is why she jumped in the way of that shot for us. Update log, updated Polonia's core function to the world formula, upgraded Polonia's search and retrieval functions, implemented a new preservation mechanism for Polonia. Combat priority shifted from protecting me to protecting Polonia, because Polonia was the one who was calculating the world form. So when that that bar that was going up, it was Polonia calculating, and I think we saw that when Polonia lit up for a second. Dang. Huh. Installed a false core and data destruction function. Installed a false core and data destruction function. All log data will be cleared if the damage level falls below the critical threshold. Iterated on my self-preservation mechanism. Installed a false core and data destruction function. Okay, so maybe her core was not destroyed, and her core is just somewhere else. I'm not sure what installed false core means exactly, in terms of what we saw. But oh, we actually get it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we never need to come back here to read that again. Okay, very cool. Neat. Well, dang, I like that a lot. Just in the sense that we get a lot of I also need to move this slide to the side. We got a lot of, like, Sandrone characterization there. Just from the start of, I guess, her, not life, but I guess the start of her recording things as a robot, mechanism, machine, creature thing. All the way back with Alon, and I liked, we actually saw, like, how she felt about him. We saw that, I guess really how that death affected her and almost humanized her more so in a way. But anywho, I have not given you guys a clue for the rest of the stream, which is hilarious. So your first clue is run. We are not going to be running right now, but we will be going to finish up, or I guess continue this next part of Durin's, because I'm getting sick of Kai Official and Klee just sitting outside of my Adventurers Guild. Very cool. I do hope Sandrone comes back. I hope that they, like, repair her core or something.
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words.
I actually feel so bad for Durin. Because Durin has been sitting here for about a month. Which is so unfortunate. And he's had to be like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to leave my book here, Mom. And I have to go and help save the world from Dottore. And then has to come back here all the time to say, okay, I'm ready to do the book. Okay, maybe not.
Yet also cast a solemn shadow.
Sorry, the stream lagged on my end when you gave the hint. Run is the hint. R-U-N, run.
Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
A torpid slumber.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world.
In the real world?
I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Okay.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I beat him, though.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
Yeah, but, like, this Durin is different. It's fine.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Sonic the Hedgehog. None of those are the word of the stream.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go.
Okay, well, away we go. I want to see if there's any enemies around. Okay, there's one over there. There's that guy. That guy, not hat guy. Give me this. Delicious. I don't know how far this bullet goes. Like, will this hit? It did not hit. How unfortunate. Dang. Or it also might have gotten caught by that. I just don't think that bullet goes as far. I kind of wish it was like a true projectile. But it doesn't seem like it is.
Stop right there.
There we go. You've been had. I don't know why I'm fighting with this team. Oh, never mind. We have Kazuha. I forgot. This team's fine. I was like, why am I fighting people? Heizo's not built, but everyone else on this party is kind of built.
Time to go.
Chevrolet, if you could please.
Final warning.
You don't really need to do this actually. Okay, that was hilarious. Wait, hold on. Give me that lizard. Lizard, get back here. Or not. He can't see me.
Stop right there.
Okay, so that can get interrupted by items in the way. That's good to note. Okay, their fire arrows don't set these things on fire? I didn't know that. I thought you didn't like killing hilichurls. I didn't.
Drop your weapons.
And then they gave me a gun. You know, I still don't. Actually, I'm leaving. Cat, you're right. You are correct. They put a gun in this character's hands, and I was like, ah, yeah, it's time to destroy some folks. Pardon me. Oh, man. How do I get around this without, first of all, that blowing up? And me also not killing the hilichurls. Okay, there we go.
The wind knows me.
Alright, you guys stay safe down there. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Say cheese.
Oh, where are you? Why can't you move your camera up? Charlie, what was that? There you go. Okay. Do I have another controller plugged in and it's like moving the camera button? Her camera felt like low-key glitched. Anywho. I also don't know why we walked here. I didn't spin the wheel and it said walk. We were just walking for no reason. Biding our time. Is the unusual hilichurl there? He's not. Okay. Whenever I come here, I have to check. Hello, Dvalin. Wiesna. We're here, big old dragon boy. It's time for you to meet other dragon boy. Oh, Mr. Tiller, we're actually here for a quest today. Funny seeing you here again. It's crazy, right? I was good to see you, man. I saw you earlier, but this is our new team. I'll see you around. All right, great. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on.
Time to go.
Over here. And...
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
in the past, we had to jump in.
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang on to my sleeve.
You can hang on to my sleeve is adorable.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo.
Wait.
Come on, let's get going.
Wait, actually going in? Oh. Oh. Enveloped by their shade, the story bows. Okay, well, all right. Possibility, okay.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle.
Adorable.
Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars.
Dang.
All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already, he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold.
Now hold on, claws and scales don't make you evil.
Afraid he might hurt someone, The gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built and came forth no more.
I love that the shadow on Little Dern is actually an evil dragon. That is a nice touch. Huh? Oh. Oh, we're back.
In the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're back, and it's been a minute since we've been back in Simulanka. It brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Oh yeah, we threw her into a volcano, but you don't need to worry about that. It happens. Simulanka is still an event quest though, right? You can't play that during the actual story, right?
Yep. That will be Nilo, Navia, and Kirara.
Correct.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
Is it love?
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind.
Okay.
He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing. Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls.
I don't know. I think Simulanka might have been one of my favorite of the summertime events.
They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
That's pretty much how. Look, girly. That's every time we enter the book, we don't know what we're doing.
Instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart.
Okay.
For there is no other way.
So you're saying we need to break the walls down?
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone.
That's true.
Come on, follow me.
You still have your Simulanka memories. Ah, yeah, baby. And now that we're Durin?
That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before.
What? I was eating him off the edge and it just put me where I needed to be. Okay, well, whatever. Put me right into a tutorial. Let me see. Picking up blocks. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Use a magical telescope. Yeah,
Should
we'll
come
be
in
alright.
handy.
I was gonna say, where'd you go? Okay, well. It's saying I need to put it here. Oh, I need to, there we go. I don't know why it didn't the first, like, 2 times. I was like, this is how I'm supposed to do it. Alright, there you go. Perfect.
That block just got bigger.
We can get past the
I must have been a
obstacles
step
ahead by
too far
using these
away.
blocks to jump upwards.
There we go. Come on, this way. Oh. That's fine, Durin can handle it. Alright, Durin, get in here. It's all you. I think Durin's also one of those characters that on a rerun I would probably pull for. Not for any specific. Oh. Not for like, hey, we need this character on the team. But I think more so just for I like Durin, and I would, you know, I'd like to have him and Hat Guy. Just chilling out.
Stay away from me!
Place is like a
Whoa,
maze.
calm down. Stay away
How are
from
we
me.
supposed to get through?
We just have to check each spot.
Delicious. Any other chest in here lurking around? No, okay. I'll keep going. Oh, Dern, you can stop. Dern, there's no more enemies. You can stop shooting. Dern! Thank you, dude. Goodness gracious. And Mans was like, I'm gonna kill them all over and over again. Did he have red eyes in the burst? He did have red eyes in the burst. That's I really enjoyed seeing that. I was like, oh. Because his eyes aren't normally, well, they seem like a deeper shade of red because they're usually more of a like a, this is kind of muted, almost purpley red. But they were like pure red before. Thank you. Oh, that's kind of neat. I kind of like how he plays. Oh, there's a fire down here. Hello? Fire. Can it burn me?
We should be able to use this block
Nope.
somewhere.
Yeah, Darren, I was exploring. Calm down. I was having a good time.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh,
What?
let's try the one we just picked up.
I did pick it up and then it said, no you didn't. Goodness gracious, there you go. Okay, well that was my bad. I actually just clicked the button again instead of doing this. And there we go.
Still not enough.
I guess we'll have to just
Guess
keep
we'll have to
searching.
keep searching.
Give me this. Bring this back. And there wasn't anything over there, right? Okay, great. You don't give me that thing? Thank you. Alright, and then we're gonna put this here. Push this over. Uh-oh. You know what that means? That means it's time to ink things up, baby.
Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin.
Yeah, but somebody's in trouble down there. Nah, we gotta go down there.
So dark.
This is what Durin would do.
Wait, is that?
Wait, that box?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
That looks like a Kurara delivered box.
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Well, alright.
Nilu and Navia!
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
Oh no, an alpaca. No, don't worry. This one isn't the alpaca. This one's Navia.
And I'm a giraffe king, not this Navia you speak of.
I don't think this is the real them. It's more like how Durin remembers them as the ones go up. Also, battery check
Battery 80%.
at 80%. And also, welcome in Goose. We can actually get rid of this probably. Be good for the rest of the stream. How you doing, Goose? Welcome in. More like how Durin remembers them.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Literally just a box.
Are you friend or foe?
Are you friend or foe?
Friend! Definitely friend! Miss, Catbox Lady?
So, our companions from Simulanka are here?
Yeah! Simulanka is a
Eepy?
big part of Durin's story.
Get yourself a little slumber on, Goose.
Guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady.
Soon,
Please follow
huh?
me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
Gotta wake up at 2 a.m. for work and avoid the snow? Yikes. It couldn't be me. They would have just said, hey, you guys work from home. Also, welcome in Sonic. How you doing on the YouTube side?
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more
Okay.
firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Okay, when the neck went up, I was concerned. But hey, I got 3 days off after. Okay, fair enough. That's fine then. Guessing the word is Ato Sonic. You can get right back out of here. I know you just got here, but you can get right back out.
Because
You can take your
I
guess
carry
and you
more
can
than
get out of there, unless
for all of us.
Unless your Ato's feeling pretty love and peace, baby.
Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me.
Dang.
This time, allow me to return the favor.
Don't say it was a miracle.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
He's always love and peace, baby. Lamau.
Yes, so please, come with me.
Wait a minute. Okay. I had to, like, look back because there was a world where I thought Duran might have said the word of the stream. But he didn't, so you know. Y'all are still safe, huh? Also, what happens to AV's back screen behind him? It looks new. I'm in a different location. I've moved, Sonic. I realize I'm gonna have to say that at the start of like every episode and stream. But I'm currently waiting on a couple of back pieces for this set, which is why Toon Link, Dave, Bravo, I could like walk over to that box over there and pull them all up and be like, hey, here they are. And the Year of the Vibrant Sign are just in the box over there because the set will be holding them. And probably a couple of other things. But that won't be here until hopefully Friday. If it's up Friday, if it's here Friday before noon, it'll probably be up for the stream. Thank you. For the fracture. If it is not here by Friday at about noon for me to take a lunch and put it together, then it'll be probably ready for Fire Emblem Monday, and that whole next week we'll have a fun little set. Anywho, we will see.
Come on, Duran, or little story dragon. Just
Little
come
story
on.
dragon.
Stay back. I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
And as we saw, the shadow was terrifying.
Don't worry, we can help you.
Evil dragon shadow, baby cute little dragon person.
Don't come any closer.
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
Dang.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
We kidnap him.
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked.
Poor kid.
But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Surprise adoption. Kidnapping, aka surprise adoption. Lamau.
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
And I'm the Giraffe King.
Giraffe King.
Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
Lamau.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that.
Lamau. Giraffe Navia, correct.
They're reaching out, so
We
you
love
just have
her.
to ask yourself one question.
Even though
Do you accept?
we may have had some interesting times with creatures with long necks. Although I do believe Kat is right, that was an alpaca in the past. And this is specifically a giraffe, so I think we're in the clear here.
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
How can I face my friends like this? Durin, if you don't get from behind that wall.
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish to the goddess of fate?
The goddess of fate.
At that moment,
The goddess of
merry
fate?
witch made her entrance.
Oh, hello! Hey, what's good, goddess of fate? How you doing? Hold on, how you doing, girl? Oh my gosh, that's the MILF of fate? Oh my gosh.
Hello, little one.
Hello?
Afraid.
Oh, you met him.
Blessings of
I could
your
be a little
friends.
one.
Your wish shall be granted.
Oh, well, yeah, I got a wish too. Alice, goddess of fate.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Look, I like this story now. I think they were like, it was cute before, but now it is a great story. We need 90 wishes to get her /J.
Correct.
Lamau.
It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell.
Your second strongest spell.
With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings.
Oh, yes, of course.
But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes.
Oh.
I would love to have your blessings.
Of course. Just like last time.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible.
You're welcome. Can you flash back to Alice real quick?
Yet in that moment,
That ain't
they
her.
did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
That is usually what it seems like.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Hey, you know what? Tell her, Paimon.
Another trial. Huh, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along.
Ridiculous, huh?
But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
Oh.
That's the spirit. Come on, Durin. Let's help you make your wish come true.
Well, I mean, if Alice is involved, yeah, I'll still give my blessings too.
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
That's all good, Dragon Boy.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon story.
Oh, they turned us all into
Determined to
little
lift
things.
this curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted.
There he is.
Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom.
Oh, he still has
Life
scales.
in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And
But now he's got friends.
As far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
Oh, she cut herself off, huh? The tricks of fate had just begun. Whoa, hold on a minute.
So, Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
Hey, you gonna get your pages wet.
If this story was written
don't close
by
that
my
book?
mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
I'm assuming we won't get Zabai. Probably not. I'm also not super duper hard pressed for Zabai. Zabai is a character at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I care immensely to get her, but I will wish on her banner, and if we get her, then whoop-de-doo.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it!
Oh, it's done!
Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's even some ink to spare.
Time to return the book, huh? Probably not.
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left.
Wow.
Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin.
Don't worry, we're all here for you.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt.
First time Avi has rejected a Geo character? No, I'm not rejecting her, but I'm not going crazy to wish for her. And besides, we already got 2 Geo characters during this event. We got a Luca and we got our opera girl.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang.
Excellent.
Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order.
I'm with it.
it's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
Durin's like, man, big, beautiful dragon. Oh, yeah.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Alright, Avi, to bed I go. Aye, Goose, get some good slumber, and have a good early day of work. Hopefully you miss the snow and enjoy your next 3 days off.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
Durin, I consider you to be like 4 years old. You don't have to treat anybody.
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Hope you have a great stream. Chat with you soon, rather, and sleep well. Aye, good night, Goose. Get some good slumber.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
See? He wants to be friends with you too.
Okay, how'd y'all miss him? How did y'all miss him? Someone tell me how. They're just walking. Man's got these massive wings. If you have any sort, maybe nobody here has any peripheral vision, because you don't miss that in your peripheral. You're just like, oh, maybe, and then I see it in the corner of my eyes. Oh, that looked like a big old dragon back there. Oh, it is. Somebody tell me how they missed big old man. Oh my gosh, he used the Drax technique. It's been a while, Devalin. Yeah, I don't think I've actually fought Devalin in a while either, to be honest.
But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
Oh, there we go. Oh, we are actually going back. Are they still there? No. Lame. Okay, here. I'll do this. I would like to not walk back. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Walking back to Mondstadt from here is annoying. So if you would please get me, you know, higher than a 10, we would be great. I would greatly appreciate it. We've rolled high a lot recently, free. Yo, I don't know when the last time we rolled low is. I don't know when the last time we rolled low is, dude. The hat loves me in 2026. Let's go. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you the boy's sixth sister? Alright, now that I've cured her, of her disease. Let's continue.
Whew. Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
Agreed. They've been here for about a month, Paimon.
Huh? Wanna grab a drink?
They've been here for so long. AV, what? She's cured! I cured her!
Absolutely not. No booze allowed.
Oh my gosh.
This honorary night, Durin. I want to hear all about your big adventure.
Alright, Klee, let me tell you. I told Durin to go to Stormterror's lair, and I told him I would meet him there. But then we got mixed up into some Dottore shenanigans, right? And and so I left him there for about a month. But now we finished the book. Oh, is everyone about to gather around to hear the story?
We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Yeah, let's go, Klee.
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
And he's just like, yep, that's me. That's so Durin. That's it. I'm not talking about the game I played with the MILF in it. Oh, what game is that?
Come on, Miss.
You have to tell us, Sonic.
Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said, well, it was kind of confusing. But anyway, it's super cool.
Klee, you're not hoping.
Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still,
Ahahaha.
even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there should be like a whole like public service announcement. Hey, this dragon boy, he's cool. Drat, you tricked me, AV, curse you. Villainy. My favorite. Why you look so angry? Well, they don't look so angry.
Why is everyone...
Oh, man.
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Oh, here it goes.
Wait, but those horns on his head. Surely he's not a...
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
Oh.
No, that can't be.
Wait, what? Uh-oh. I saw his pupils go a little crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The fate had just begun.
Ah, here it goes, man.
Watch out!
He'll be fine. Stay calm. Okay, where's everybody else? Yeah, you go and absorb that abyssal power or whatever. What? Okay, first of all, y'all shouldn't be standing this close. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know, dude.
No one got hurt. Did they?
All of a sudden, they were like, you know, did everyone forget about Durin? And then old narrator said,
The tricks of fate had just begun.
which is crazy. And then he started to go a little purpley, and I was like, what's going on? I thought we were about to have a little peaceful time here. You asked Barbara to tend to Durin, then settle him into a guest room. What? Lisa.
Check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some
Greater
time to
Lord
rest
Durin.
before he wakes up.
Two ghosts? Oh yeah, you're right. They are two ghosts.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
If we wanted to, we could make a third ghost. We have Jean.
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But how did you guys not forget?
How could that even happen?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control,
Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Maybe we should ask Albedo.
I completely agree.
Or Alice.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
Can't we just go and get him? He's in Dragonspine. That's not that far away.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible. Wait, why is Jean wearing her non-boob window outfit?
It's just weird that Alice
I don't know.
contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
I think I have her set to boob window. I'll check. Oh, well, I guess we're done for today, actually, with Durin stuff. We have to wait 8 hours for this part, too? Goodness gracious.
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
You sure?
Klee was really looking forward to hanging out with Durin. We'd better not tell her what's happened to him just yet.
Yeah, or we could tell Alice to fix this. You know? We could say, hey, Alice, fix this. Your little baby Klee, she wants to hang out with Durin, so you better fix this. Or she's gonna cry.
I'll have the Knights notify you as soon as he wakes up.
Thank you, I guess. Well, Lisa didn't say anything. What you got to say, Lisa?
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
Oh, she said the first line. Never mind. Okay, we're done. Okay, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, great. My poor son. Well, Kuzu, I don't know what's happening to your son, but we'll find out in a week. In that regard, what do I need to do? I think those are our 3 big things that we had to do for this episode. And that didn't give me enough for a wish either, which is unfortunate. I guess, and we don't have any more of these quests. Right. What is this? Oh, that's Lamau. We can't do that one either. Yeah, let's go. I don't think we have any story quest either. Well, dang. Alright, I guess we'll do some hangouts. Oh, I wanted to check the boob window. Or we could do co-op. I don't know if y'all want to do co-op or a hangout. I guess that'll be the $1 million question. Maybe we'll put up a poll. Where are you, Jean? There you are. Yeah, I got our boob window out. Look at her fix that bow. You love to see it. Good on you, girly. Anywho. Yeah, I'll put up a poll. That being said, let me see what hangouts that we have, and I'll put those on the poll, too. What's the difference? It's so funny that we haven't done this one, and we're so deep into the story. Anywho, what is the travel log? Oh! You know... Oh, the music on this. Is it, and it's different per region? I've never been inside of this part of the menu. I know Star Rail has one of these timelines, and I think ZZZ does too. I've never done it on Genshin. Very neat. Oh, that's really nice too. Anywho, I don't want to spend too long there. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. These are event quests that are, I guess, current or whatever. You can replay the cutscenes in there. Oh, that's very helpful. That's very nice. And we've done all of these. Except for this one and... Sorry, child. I'm trying to think, are any of these ones we haven't done at all? I mean, very clearly, yes, but I think in terms of the ones that I've never done either, I think I've at least touched all of these. We have Hazel in the party, so we could do another Hazel one. But I also think we should probably do the Lynette one again, too. Because I think there's a whole other side of Lynette's that's pretty different. So maybe we actually do that. Wait, do Childs despite the Dotori lovers? Yeah, but here's the thing, Sonic. We'd have to get rid of our second Xingqiu for that, and I can't do that. He's been here for years. Once you reach the other side. The second Lynette quest is very long. I mean, we got a little time. Maybe we just do that. Because, what? I think there's, what, a quick ending going this way? Let's go the other side. Sacrifices must be made. Wait, there's a third path? What's the third path? Let's get our cat girl. Maybe we'll see Lenny. And we can tell him about everything that's happened. Because boy, can I not wait to rat out LA Knight. Oh man, sacrifices must be made. I also don't know what's coming in the next update. Which is in 5 days. You know what I mean? I don't know what's in the next update. Literally no idea. Lynette! Poor Lenny Lamal. Yeah, he's been having a very cucked time.
Was I using?
Alright, goodbye. So we did the Fatometer. How about you do neither? Varka story quest, Varka quest. I knew the Varka was coming. I don't know why my brain didn't say, oh yeah, Varka will probably have a quest. Huh? If it was that urgent, someone would have come looking by now. That applies to both your troop and to the Bonnie's owner.
What you're saying is, since nobody's come looking, I can just keep hanging out with Bonnie for a bit longer?
That's right.
Is that really okay?
Yep. Even Bonnie says it's okay. Persuasion? Ah, yeah, baby. Okay, chat. What card are we picking? Alice is coming next update 2/J. You better believe if Alice is coming next update, so would I. We got 10 cards here. We need at least a 10. What y'all got? We have how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. Give me a card. Give me a number between 1 and 12. Whoever says something first. That is the card we'll pick. Apparently, this is Tama's VA from Nirvana Initiative 2. Really? I can't hear that, actually. 3. Okay. Kuzu, have you ruined us? You did okay. Okay, Kuzu gets a pass. We'll see who else gets a pass. Kuzu, Kuzu, you get a pass.
You make a good point.
Yep. So if anyone comes around looking for you, they'll find you. 2 15s in a row. Oh yeah, we rolled a 15 on the hat too. Hey, 15's the number of the stream.
Okay, well, assuming Bonnie hasn't strayed too far from where she went missing, there's a chance we might bump into her owner in either the Steambird offices or the restaurant. So,
okay.
Stick around here in standby mode? Yeah.
Well,
suits me.
Shall we find some cat food?
Oh, good idea. Bonnie's definitely hungry.
Ah, yeah, I'm not taking any L's today. Hopefully you don't take an L on Friday either. Continue. If we're getting cat food, shall we get some snacks for us too?
May as well. We could be here a while.
And since we've got cat food and snacks, maybe we should find a place to chill?
When I was trying to find somewhere I could space out earlier, collect my thoughts, I figured the cafe might be a good shot.
Do I have to go next? Yeah, Sonic, you'll go next. Cat, you'll go after that. That being said, I don't know how many more cards we're gonna have to pull.
Alright then. Plan of action? Spend the whole day spacing out. I mean, in standby mode.
I mean, in standby mode. I miss our ghost cat. Oh. Well, you guys, we got an ending. Okay, well hey, and you guys said that the other ending was very long. That was, man. Foolish all of you. Truly and sincerely foolish. Haha, hoo-ha, indeed. Okay, I will actually do what we need to do for this now. Speaking of, I did repost my character ref on the Reddit. Yes, I did see. It was seen. There we go. I need to go back to Miss Lynette. Oh, I also go back. Need to claim another one of. I can't. I guess I do not need to claim another one of those. I've unlocked them all, so we will go back here. And we'll go back here. Yo.
Oh, Feastos are...
The couple on this bench just disappeared. That's crazy. Anywho. What did I miss? We're hanging out with Lynette.
I didn't like that.
And I think we went to the receptions last time, so we should help Bonnie this time.
So we're looking for Bonnie's owner?
Correct. And how do you plan to find Bonnie's owner?
I think I'll go to the Steambird and see about putting an ad in the paper. You wanna come along?
Oops. Sure, if it means I get to hang out with you for a bit longer. Yeah, we weren't talking to you, Lynette. We were talking to Bonnie. Look at that bow tie. That's a dapper little cat. I'm still here, Aviator. I'm in your walls. I know your crimes. Joke's on you, Kuzu. These are new walls. You're in my old walls. You'll never find me now, fool. Okay. Pop us back over here. I don't know why you had to go to the Steambird. Charlie was right here, you know what I mean?
Every stupendous day starts with a Steambird. Oh, hi Lynette. Hi Traveler. What can I help you with?
Every stupendous day starts with the Steambird. I do like her hat. Do I like her hat? I like the colors of the hat. I think it is an odd placement for that style of hat. You know what I mean? We wanted to ask about the latest Tales of Humanity column.
I don't think so. Have you picked up a stray?
Yep. If there's no commission to follow up on, could we post a notice about the missing cat instead?
What the? I'm just noticing these, those are new walls. Yep, that means you are stuck in my old walls, Lamau.
Why, of course. What a kind thing to do. Just fill out the form.
I noticed that there was no Bernice on your walls. Oh yeah, no, so like everything is like in boxes. When I say that like I'm waiting on set pieces, I mean like I could reach over here. Ugh. And grab like other pieces of the set. Like here's old Uncle Iroh over here, and like all the other pictures are over there. Year of the Horizon. I'm sorry, the Year of the Vibrant signs over there. But you know, I gotta get the wall piece first, and then I can start putting those things around and on those pieces. I got a whole vision set out. I got a vision, but we'll get there. That'll be a Friday, if not Saturday task. And this is Bonnie. Bonnie's not going on the walls.
We've registered you as missing. You can stay at my place until your owner finds you.
Speaking of Bernice in that game, did you get all of her supports? I did. I very much did. We love our Bernice.
Also, I just wanted to say thanks for keeping us company for so long.
Hey, it's okay. You're our boyfriend's little sister, and by that I mean, you know, don't be so mad if something goes a little bit wrong with, you know, our relationship. How does Lenny feel about an open relationship with the moon? You know, I know a guy, his name's Sokka, right? He dated the moon and then the moon died. Now, like, we might be dating the moon and the moon kind of disappeared and then came back. So I think we're still dating the moon. Look, we'll talk about it later. Let's find the owner of this cat.
Well, I should probably head back to the drinks reception. Hopefully most of the people have left by now. If you've got some time, you should stop by my place tomorrow to see Bonnie. There's a nice cup of tea in it for you.
Oh my gosh, tea? I'll be there.
See you then.
I finally unlocked Nahida's bug boss today. Oh, now I can finally build Nuvolette's talents. Nuvolette needs that boss? That's kind of surprising. Admittedly. Ooh, that's not how we wait. You're almost never in the party. Now you can wait. So does Ryo. Interesting. Well, you know what? Now I'm thinking about when that boss came out. I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense, actually. I'm still gonna press back on that. Meet Lynette. Oh, they're going, so we gotta go to the house. We're going to the house of the hearth. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a minute. It is my mother.
It should be fine. I'm sure it'll get resolved.
I've never seen anything like
it. Should be fine.
I simply could
I'm
not
sure it'll get resolved.
believe it.
All right, and now we're back. I was gonna say these two are fighting, so there's only one way to break this up.
Final warning.
All right, now that that's settled, let's continue. To the house of the hearth. Now, are they? Yeah, they're down. Are they down here? Yes, they're down here. Oh, it looks like there's another disagreement. But we'll let Lynette handle this one. Stop shooting people. They need to stop putting guns in the hands of the girlie.
I already told you, this isn't your cat.
Oh no.
Just take a breather, you two.
Oh my gosh. A lot of the talents don't correlate to the characters. Like for example, gaming needs the narwhal boss materials. That's also a little crazy. Stop shooting people. Never. I just think it depends on when they came out. Yeah, I think that is the case. You're having such a good time. Of course we are. And you know what? This cat might experience us murder somebody. But it's fine. The cat's not going to rat us out. And you guys won't rat us out to the Fontanian police, right? You don't want to see
Oh, you're here.
Chevrolet get arrested.
As you can probably see, you'll have to take a rain check on that tea I promised you. At least for now.
But the tea.
This is my friend's cat. He's preoccupied with some important...
This is your friend's cat? Your friend's cat is dope! Go! 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 Watch him move! Watch him move in! Go! 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 Your friend's cat is dope, dude! Oh my gosh! I didn't know your friend's cat could go like that! Insight check. Uh-oh. The way she speaks is loud and authoritative. It's like she's deliberately using her tone of voice to dispel any doubts about her integrity.
No. It's far more likely this cat escaped from the Humane Society.
Lady, I love your friend's cat. Wow. This gentleman's expression seems a bit unnatural. The hesitation in his voice, it seems like he could be hiding something. His gaze drifting off to the side. It's like he's trying not to draw attention to himself. How about we let Bonnie decide?
Bonnie?
The cat.
That's the name I've given her in the meantime.
Alright, animal handling. Let's see who Bonnie decides to approach. Sonic. You need an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards are on the table. Sonic Gaming, it is your time to decide the fate of what goes on. Gaze drifting off to the side. Where? Everywhere, Kuzu. Everywhere. Sonic 1 to 12. The total number of endings you got in 100 line divided by 2. That's still... That's too large of a number. I think that takes us to what, 30? 34 and a half? Which is higher than 12. We are at a total of 69 endings. Even if we divide by 2 again, it's still too many, Sonic. It's still too many. Goodness gracious. Then again, oh my gosh. Sonic, I'm gonna say you've lost your privilege, and I'm gonna pick one. Well, let me see. So we have. Goodness gracious, that's gonna be. I'm not doing this quick math. 7, you're going 7, okay. Oh yeah, didn't you say you had a good guess on which ending I would get in 100 line last week? Yeah, have you gotten an ending? You said 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You passed the check. Barely passed the check, but you passed the check. Meow. Bonnie happily runs up to you and gives you a weave through the legs. It seems she quite likes me. I own the cat now.
I told you before. This is my friend's cat. It's normal for her not to trust me.
You made 3 choices so far. Okay. What was your second choice? Since I suppose the first choice is the most spoilery. So what was your second choice?
Listen, I'm the director of the Humane Society, okay? We've got so many strays, dogs, cats, you name it. I'm not even the one feeding them most of the time. You can hardly expect the cat to recognize me.
Then how are you so sure she belongs to you?
She just looked somewhat familiar, so I came to check, just in case.
Your second choice is keeping your powers a secret. Ooh. Ooh. Well, no, I think that might be the path. What was your third one? I think I might still be correct. I forgot that was a choice.
If she turns out to be one of ours, I'll take her back. Simple as that.
That locks into like 2 routes. Yeah, I forgot that was the second choice, to be honest.
Still take her in, if no one else comes to claim her, that is.
What's the Humane Society?
We're an organization that specializes in rescuing and sheltering stray animals. We've been in business for several decades now. I'm Bernard, the current director.
Thank you, Bernard. Actually, his first choice was to take serious powers, AV. What powers C-Ray got, other than to, you know... die.
The Humane Society. Huh. The name sounds familiar. I remember hearing good things. You're the one in the Quartier Lyonnais?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, if it's not too much trouble, could I possibly take a closer look at the cat?
I'm sensing PETA vibes from Bernard. Do not let him handle stray animals. Yeah. Hopefully the Humane Society is... not PETA-esque.
If it turns out I really am mistaken, I suppose that means the cat belongs to this lady here.
My third choice was to be the simp and kiss... Look. Cat... He's going, I think, exactly where I thought he was gonna go. Because I think he's going exactly where I went. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Kuzu is going to make pretty much the same decisions that I made. I'm 99% sure you are going the route that I went first. And by 99, I think it is 100%, if I'm not mistaken. Well, technically the route that I went second. Yes, the route that I went second.
It belongs to my friend.
With us here to keep watch, it should be fine.
Go on, Bunny.
Kuzu's first route is better than your second route, which is many people's first. Yes, that's fair. Well, yes. Correct, because you know how I consider my first route just a route that, you know, we couldn't do. So my real first route is the one that Kuzu is doing now. But I know what you mean by my second route. It sure was a route that I that was our second route? Oh my gosh. I'm glad we got that out of the way early, actually.
Oh, nope. Looks like I was mistaken. They do look similar, but there's an ever so slight difference in this one's fur color. Deepest apologies, friends.
I wonder if we would make the same first choice as well. We had to make the same choices for you to get to that same route. At least to my knowledge, so far, none of the routes loop. But we'll see. Oh boy, should I be afraid? I don't think you should be afraid of the route you're currently on. I think you're gonna have a good time.
Well, I suppose this means I still have a missing cat to search for. Apologies again for the confusion.
Okay, goodbye, Bernard. So, is this your friend's cat?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Wait a second. You lied earlier, didn't you?
Right.
Lied? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
A liar always has a tell. The look in their eyes, their breathing pattern, the way they hold themselves. The things that can give you away are often more numerous than you would think.
What are you talking about? The way I see it, you're conflating baseless conjecture with fact.
Normally, when someone is called out, their breathing speeds up as they begin to panic. But your breathing pattern hasn't changed one bit. In fact, it's been strangely calm and measured this entire time. It stands to reason, then, that your agitated behavior earlier was all an act. If you're a bad guy, I'm sure you'll take off running the first chance you get. If you're a good guy, the most likely explanation is that you're a member of the Guards, or some similar organization.
Okay, sussed her out.
And you're basing this off of?
Your glasses.
Intuition. Nothing more.
Intuition. Well, I have to hand it to you, Lynette. You're right. I'm a member of the Guards. The name's Elodie. I'm currently investigating a cross-border smuggling case.
Oh.
This cat here, Bonnie, what's her name? Well, her owner is one of the prime suspects of our investigation.
What?
A couple of days ago, our suspect got wind that we were on his tail and fled. That's most likely how he got separated from the cat.
Wait a minute. Please tell me that the suspect's name is Clyde. Please tell me this is Bonnie and Clyde.
I just so happened to stumble upon your notice in the Steambird. So, I decided to see if he'd come back for her. But it looks like I overestimated him.
Well, if I were on the run, I don't think I'd come back
The
either.
impact of this case has
Bonnie
been
from
huge.
FNAF? That's a rabbit,
Our
not
sheriff's
a
Phantom,
cat.
The Guards and the Special Patrol have all launched investigations. If there was even the slightest chance that he would show himself, I had to follow up on the lead.
So what's being smuggled? That's why Bonnie didn't like Elodie earlier, correct? He was like, you smell like police.
A new kind of illegal drug. Imitation synth.
Oh.
We confiscated all the synth on the market, but addiction isn't something that goes away overnight.
Not
Even
imitation
without substances
synth.
on the market, people are still looking for a way to get their next fix. And criminals are all too eager to capitalize on that addiction. That was the impetus for imitation synth. Needless to say, a small-scale market opened up very quickly. After the original synth debacle, we put several measures into place to prevent similar incidents from occurring. The perpetrators got smart, though, and shifted their sales overseas before those measures could kick in. That's when the imitation synth smuggling began.
Interesting.
We only recently got word of the presence of imitation synth overseas. We managed to track down evidence of some early transactions. What we were able to find out, however, hasn't proven that useful given the amount of time that has passed. The Marechaussee Phantom launched an investigation to track down every person in Fontaine capable of producing a drug like that. That's how we learned about Bonnie's owner.
Who is he exactly? Come on, Clyde. Come on, game. I know you loved your puns and your literary references, so come on. Give me Clyde.
He's a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute.
Okay, well, whatever.
His name is Pierre. Pierre Lafayette, to be exact.
We had a stroll. We could have gone there, game, and he was like, no, his name's Pierre. I'll remember this, Genshin. The scent of wee woo. Lynette's expression seems a bit unnatural. A slight look of dread just crossed Lynette's face, rather strange. She usually schools her expressions with mechanical, precision.
The Marchose Phantom found him in Poisson.
Poisson?
In addition to the cat, he also had a pendant with him.
Oh. Okay. So, as somebody who has played a lot of Trails, this logo with the snake reminds me of a logo of a very infamous group in the Trails series, but I digress. Not the freaking police criminal investigation or evidence photo. It's got a number 2 right by the name too.
At first, there wasn't much cause for suspicion. A search of his house didn't reveal much to go off of either. The Marchose Phantom very nearly left it at that. It was only later that we realized the coat of arms on his pendant belonged to none other than the Lafayette family. One of the most infamous aristocratic families in Fontaine. Obviously, this discovery prompted a further investigation into Pierre. At that point, however, we discovered that he'd already fled.
Could his family be hiding?
The Special Patrol are all searching for him.
I was gonna let you finish. Could his family be hiding him?
That's not possible, actually. The Lafayette family has been gone for a long time.
Gone. They're still around.
Exactly. Many years ago, several important members of the family, including the Patriarch,
were
murdered by an assassin of unknown origin.
Oh!
From that point on, family's power and influence took quite the hit.
Oh! So they got murdered.
The family is engaged in
assassinated.
Crimes. As you can imagine, there's no shortage of people waiting in the wings to take their revenge. And with the family severely weakened, they were able to do just that. Most of the remaining family members succumbed to sickness or hunger.
Sure.
The ones that survived are currently living out their days under a new identity.
Huh.
Pierre is one of those very survivors. He's been hiding away in the Fontaine Research Institute all these years. His true identity unbeknownst to all. Until now, that is.
Interesting. I just made Durin's origami friends sacrifice hat guy to the devil in my teapot. What did I just read? And no, I will not elaborate on that? Okay. Well, I guess I'll never know. Maybe that's the family of nobles that brought Lynette and all those young girls from their backstory. Ooh, that's also a possibility. And when it comes down to why they were all assassinated, we know now.
Well, my fellow guards have told me all about how
that is a
strong
solid
and courageous
theory.
You both are. And I know you possess a strong sense of justice. There could be a chance
did she
that
just say
Pierre, or
justice?
one of his accomplices, might attempt to get close to Bonnie. Now that you've been briefed on the situation, I was hoping you'd help us keep a lookout.
Oh yeah, of course.
If I take Bonnie back to the guards with me, there's no way Pierre will try and come for her. Not even the most daring of criminals would attempt something like that.
Well, I would. Also, welcome in, Fair. Should we keep Bonnie with us for the time being?
I have to admit, I'm not holding out too much hope that Pierre will come back for her. But if there's even the slightest chance, then it's worth a shot.
Can you rate my builds? We're not rating any builds today. We're in the middle of this long Lynette story or hangout event.
Well, I've got some other leads to follow up on. If Pierre does appear, please contact me right away.
Pierre? Okay, if Pierre appears, I feel like we're gonna have to take him down. And I have a gut feeling Lynette won't just stand around and say, hello, you are Pierre. What's wrong? You don't look so good. You don't look so good.
Nothing. It's just... the head of the Lefebvre family.
Okay, well.
He was the eminent person who kidnapped me all those years ago.
Well, Kat, your theory has very quickly been proven as correct. Nearly immediately.
Was at a dinner party. Someone tricked me into boarding the Lefebvre family carriage. Whoever it was, they took me back to their home. But before anything worse could happen,
Father
intervened.
Yep.
Father was the one who orchestrated the fall of the Lefebvre family.
Oh yeah, I need to get you guys a second clue.
That's what led Lenny and I to join the House of the Hearth.
Your first clue was run. Your second clue can be... Give. G-I-V-E, give.
After all these years.
Okay, well. Yeah, it's chase. The word was indeed chase. Sonic, you got it. I will shake your hand. Very good. That is the word of the stream. Give chase, run. I was gonna say, after just saying run, I feel like, someone could have guessed chase. But I digress. Are you okay? Yes, very okay. Easy. Yeah, it was an easy word today. I was like, we'll take it easy today.
Don't worry about me. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. I was just thinking about Lenny.
Oh. Yeah, LA Knight hasn't thought about Lenny recently. LA Knight's actually been thinking about this girl. She's the moon or something, but okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. I actually didn't hear for us.
He's been acting strange recently. He avoids me for days on end, consumes himself with some secret investigation, and then out of the blue pushes me to do that acting job. Thinking about it now, it's almost like the one I drew from that deck of cards was part of his plan all along. He must have asked Fremine to help him out.
Uh-oh.
In any case, I know he's hiding something from me. He's really pulled out all the stops this time.
You think he knows something about Pierre? Also, this hangout event is actually so, like... I feel like most of them have, like, a little bit of the character story weaved into it. Like in Kaveh specifically, you learn a lot about his backstory, about his mom, etc., etc. This one, it's more so it's expounded on what we already know about her, but it's directly involving somebody from her past.
It's very possible.
Which is, I think,
sure
very
he tried
interesting.
To send me away because he was afraid it would bring up some painful memories for me. It wasn't necessary, though. Even after all these years, he's still as overprotective as ever.
Yep.
You'll have to help me teach him a lesson if we run into him along the way.
Hey, you know what? Perfect. We'll teach him a lesson, and then maybe he'll break up with us, and we can very easily go and see Columbina.
Yep. I want to head to the Fontaine Research Institute to learn more information about Pierre. Just let me activate search mode, and then we'll head out.
Okay.
A little bit of both, perhaps. For the most part, though, I just have the sense that something's not right.
Yeah, I
Something
also
isn't adding up about Pierre's story. I'm just not sure what.
I also want to know what secrets he's hiding. So does Bonnie.
Okay, I'll write a letter explaining everything to the crew. Once that's done, we can head out.
Aye, aye, Captain. Catpin. We're leaving. We're going to the New Fontaine Research Institute. We're gonna teleport. We're gonna teleport just because during this quest it feels like we are going to continue pulling cards. So we're not gonna pull cards to walk. Ooh. Right. Okay. Anywho. Oh my gosh. Guys!
right there.
Now LA Knight will have to be guilty. One. Oh, I didn't mean to do that! I thought I could hold on to it for longer. I was gonna move away at the last second. Ooh.
Lynette!
Hey, look, he got out of the way! Guys, he got out of the way! It's magic! Woohoo! We almost caught a case.
You can drop the act, brother. In fact, I don't think either of us will have a need for acting.
We almost had a whole homicide case,
You should know
dude.
better than to try and keep something from me. You've never been able to do that, even when we were kids.
You killed our boyfriends. Don't kill Lenny. Fermi will be even more depressed. Yeah, you might be onto something. Yeah, but then LA Knight's in the clear.
With the masked mime show, but I guess you're just too good.
Care to introduce us to your new assistant?
This is Officer Shovras, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. You may have met her already.
She's literally in the party.
Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you again.
I should clarify something. Mr. Lenny's here at my invitation.
Oh.
Not the other way around.
Oh.
To borrow your expression, Miss Lynette, I suppose that would make him my assistant more than anything. We've brought on Mr. Lenny as a consultant in the past. He was instrumental in helping us crack a case involving a perpetrator who used magic tricks to commit crimes. I was hoping he'd be able to provide some valuable insight this time around as well.
Are you here because of the Lefevre case?
So you've heard everything then?
Yeah, we heard, and why didn't you just tell us, Lenny?
That's exactly why we're here. There's always been questions surrounding the fall of the Lefevre family. Some people even believe the House of the Hearth was involved.
Oh, no, never. What? No, 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 no. Hi, Lenny. I'd like to personally welcome you to the Cuck Club. I'm the captain and the only other member, rather. And it's a lonely, lonely world. We're no longer the only other member. Lenny's being cucked by the moon. Now we can cry about our failed loves together.
Whoever was behind it all was extremely cautious. They didn't leave a shred of evidence. This very fact, however, leads me to believe it was indeed the work of that Harbinger.
No, Father, no, no!
I took a look at the entrance and exit records of all the carriages that night. Let's just say it wasn't hard to deduce that there's ill will between you two.
Oh, hey, it's Gun Lady. Don't worry, Polka. She's also in the party. And we've also shot 2 people. Almost 3.
Don't worry. I don't have any evidence to that effect, and I certainly don't plan on going to bat for such a despicable family. Plus, you were victims back then more than anything.
Okay.
I sought Mr. Lenny's help with the smuggling case. Nothing more.
You're really teaming up with the House of the Hearth?
The way I look at it, it's a collaboration between us as people, not the organizations we represent. Besides, by working together, we can expose the truth as quickly as possible. You can hardly say that's at odds with the justice my organization strives for.
Hello, Poker, your wife was the word of the stream, technically. I don't know if that's entirely true. It was a run-related word, and nobody's better at running than Varessa. So in that regard, there's a connection to the word of the stream and Varessa.
Not at all. I was planning to invite you from the very beginning, Miss Lynette. It's just that my assistant here raised some objections.
Oh.
Lenny, I'm not the same person I was back then.
Yeah.
That little girl who did nothing but cower in the corner in fear, she doesn't need saving anymore.
Hey, Lenny. I know you want to protect your little sister, but little sisters don't stay little forever.
I'm sorry, Lynette. You're right. I let my concerns get the better of me.
Oh, and the next time you want to distract me, you should try a different approach.
Don't tell him that.
Who's this? You pick up a stray while I was gone?
Correct. Someone call Arrow wrong. I'm the best at running away from my problems. Well,
it's a bit complicated.
I don't think you're faster than Varessa, though. You know what I mean?
Anyway, her name's Bonnie.
Well, if there are no objections, then I suppose the only thing left to say is... Lynette, Traveler, welcome to the team.
It's about time. Chevrolet and Lenny share what they've
It
learned over the
appears
past few
Le
days.
Bear family was very particular in their use of insignias and emblems. The family would use different emblems to mark differences in status, blood relation, and the like.
Okay.
In fact, the insignia that was discovered on the pendant was used to represent an illegitimate child.
So that would mean Pierre is a bastard child.
It's highly likely. That very status might have been what allowed him to emerge from the fall of his family relatively unscathed. It would also explain why he was able to assume a new identity as a researcher with relative ease.
And I'm the best at explaining things, so we're all lying today, I see.
We discovered something interesting, though. After talking to some of his co-workers, it appears he pretty much works at the Institute in name only. He's practically been cast out.
Wait, what happened?
Apparently, Pierre was once addicted to synth.
Okay, that sounds
He tried
about right.
to use the resources at the Institute to create a substance with a similar effect.
And it sounds like he has been doing so.
He claimed it was just for research purposes, but the Institute revoked his access to the relevant materials regardless. He was placed on disciplinary leave, pending a thorough investigation of his actions.
So he was trying to live out his Breaking Bad fantasies in the Research Institute.
But it seems the Institute ran into some trouble along the way. Could have been a lack of personnel or a timing issue. In any case, they had to table their formal investigation into Pierre. Unfortunately, that also included reporting any relevant information to the higher authorities. As for his family background, it appears none of his co-workers at the Institute were aware of that information.
It's National Lie
All they could
Day.
tell us was that he was quite the recluse.
Actually, I think either yesterday or today was like National Pancake Day. We'll have to take our investigation elsewhere then. Or did you find anything useful at his residence?
Other
Did
than
you?
the pendant, we didn't find anything else of note at his residence in Poisson.
Poisson?
Based on the samples of imitation synth we've been able to analyze, it appears the substance leaves behind strong traces wherever it's produced or stored. Those traces might not be obvious to the casual observer, but they're not something our guard poodles would miss.
Guard
Pierre's
poodles.
home, though, came up completely clean.
I know exactly what she's talking about, but I've never in my brain called them guard poodles.
We didn't find any records indicating possible involvement in overseas transactions either. So, the Marechaussee Phantom didn't view him as a major suspect at first.
Who likes pancakes though? Such a mid-food. Oh, Kuzu. Bold move saying that to someone who knows you have a match on Friday.
Maybe he had a separate, dedicated area where he made the imitation synth.
Maybe.
Well, his neighbors did say he was often gone for long stretches of time. You would think with him out and about so much, people would have spotted him around Poisson.
I was kidding.
But residents said they barely ever saw him in town.
Gamey died to Mecha Poodles, right? The Mecha Dogs. The dogs aren't the guard poodles that I'm thinking about, though. But he did die to the Mecha Dogs. Kuzu was a enjoyer, confirmed. Disgusting.
If his
He's an
reclusive nature was
enjoyer.
just a matter of keeping a low profile,
We can't start that.
I guess it would make sense for him to have a secret base to carry out his business.
After he disappeared, the guards conducted a thorough search of Poisson, but they didn't come across any suspicious locations.
Poisson.
Poisson. What is it, Lynette?
You know Hotel de Boer, where I first found Bonnie? To get there from Poisson, you have to cross
Poisson.
a stretch of ocean. It's not somewhere a cat could just wander off on its own.
That's fair.
A cat? You mean...
Yeah, this is his cat.
Bonnie is Pierre's cat.
Oh, that's right! When the Marechaussee Phantom first tracked him down, I remember there being something about a cat in their report. So this is her?
And this is said cat.
From what we've learned about Pierre's habits, he doesn't seem like the type to venture out without a purpose. So what you're saying, Lynette, is that Bonnie couldn't have gone missing in Poisson. If that's true, then...
She must have wandered off only after Pierre brought her to a secret base. Huh?
Exactly. Bonnie might even know where it is.
If we're going to Poisson, we should visit Silver and Melusa's graves. We haven't been there in a while, you're right.
Wait, you think the cat can lead us there? But she's not trained like one of our guard poodles.
Guard poodles.
How is she supposed to understand what we want her to do?
She's smart. Oh! I can give it a go. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, you guys, we need a 12 to pass. Who's next? Cat, are you next? 1 to 12. I think this is our hardest check yet. No shame. Yep. 1 to 12. Huh? The choices are yours, and yours alone. Huh? Kuzu, that means you're after Cat. Lucky number 5, don't fail me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets us 13! All successes, yeah! Man, whew. That was a hard one, to be honest, too. Good shout. Bonnie seems to understand what you want her to do, flicks her tail, and heads off in that direction.
Coast, the beach.
Very hype, my gosh.
The place we're looking for is most likely north of the Court of Fontaine.
North of the Court of Fontaine.
Well, I've certainly never taken a witness statement like this before.
Well, if it works out, maybe it's something worth getting used to.
Cats and humans are actually pretty alike. When it comes to communication, most of what we want to convey can be accomplished through body language alone. But humans tend to rely too much on speech to ever take advantage of that fact. Of course, body language has its limitations. You're not going to be able to get across anything too complicated.
You can do whatever you want as long as you roll high.
The important thing is that we now have a lead. Let's try and find a place that matches the clues Bonnie gave us.
And away we go. Go check the suspicious location. Hip, 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 hip. Alright. We're not walking there. We're not crossing oceans for this. I feel like we've been here before for a quest. Specifically for a hangout event. No, it might have been for a story quest.
Seems like Bonnie is trying to take us somewhere.
Or a character quest, actually. Alright, you guys. It's time to follow. No, my bad. Somebody will catch that. Let's go, Bonnie. Whoa! Whoa!
Artemex ahead.
What? I actually wasn't prepared for a fight.
Into the wind.
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Like, this is not a fight team. But we do have a healer, so that's fine.
Wind strike.
Good kick, good kick. They were a little bit of ways away. You need to step out of the way, because you certainly shouldn't be the one fighting.
As one with wind and cloud. Justice will prevail.
Hey, Kazuha, you actually low-key jumped over that? That was kind of dope. Alright. So Hazel's got his kick ready. Ooh. Alright, there we go. Ooh, okay, you gotta take a step back. She almost has her heal ready, so let's not use it yet.
Wind strike.
Kazuha. Alright, so now her heal is ready. We won't be using that yet, since he's got his thing. Get some of that in there. Got again. Alright, now you can pop that. Because then you can do that too. Get him a little melt. Get your kick in there. Good kick. Okay, yeah, we're fine. You almost got 30% crit damage on one of your artifacts. Ooh, okay. As a substat? That is, that's actually pretty dope. 30% substat on a, give me this too. 30% substat, crit damage is pretty nice. Pretty solid. Hey, what's up? Bonnie, where are you trying to, oh, over here. Oh yeah, it looks like he's doing something legal. This is Breaking Bad.
So easily. If I thought there was any chance you'd say yes, I'd recruit you into the special patrol here and now. No questions asked.
Sounds familiar. I pretty much receive letters daily from people trying to poach her from me.
Dang.
Let's just focus on our search.
I don't think she would enjoy it, to be honest. And We get to actually investigate? Oh my gosh. Well, if we're investigating, we should probably bring our homie, actually. I'm here for the investigation. What seems to be the case over here?
Aha! Just as we thought. This is where the imitation synth was being made.
Yeah, it looked like it. Then these bottles and jars, they're all imitation synth?
Looks like he's got more than just imitation synth stashed around here. In addition to the raw materials needed to synthesize the substance itself, there's a large quantity of cleaning agents and a few drugs I haven't been able to identify.
Oh my gosh. Is it because you only have one eye? It's the man with the great birthday art. Now, by great you mean incredibly sus.
These cleaning agents are likely used to dispel traces of the substance, like its smell. The Special Patrol did some digging into imitation synth. Our records indicate that it's very difficult for ordinary people to detect traces left behind by the stuff. I'm sure it must have taken a considerable amount of time and skill to ensure all those traces get washed away. But what are these other drugs for?
I guess we're gonna find out. The investigation continues. Bum 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 bum. What you got over here?
The material these bags are made of, it's quite rare.
Oh my gosh, look at this couple. Doesn't it look like the material used for your magic pockets?
It's the very same, actually. Romaritime flower fiber. But there's something special about the composition of these bags. I took a closer look, and it appears they're not only waterproof, but also corrosion and leak resistant.
Okay.
Even the strings look specially designed to keep the bags closed nice and tight. I came across some bags made of the same material just now, but they were much smaller and thinner. From the look of them, they seemed far less durable as well.
So, kind of like one of those small sealed bags, not the cuckpool. No.
Very similar,
no.
Actually. Normally, it would be easy for a guard poodle to sniff out the imitation synth, but if it was sealed away in a bag like that, it might be possible to elude detection for some time. But what could these big bags be for then? If the goal is to keep the imitation synth hidden and sealed away, these bags seem a bit too conspicuous.
Not the cuckpool. Alright, where's this last one? Oh, just the cat? Hello, it is me.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
There we go, perfect. We're still in the storm. They didn't fix it all.
There was no sign of these barrels, right? You're right. That doesn't seem like his way of doing things. How did he get them here then?
Advertisement. The barrels show sign of water damage. Dried up water stains can be seen around the circumference of the barrels. There seems to be a pattern of the location of the water stain. For some reason, they appear to be limited to the lower half of the barrels. The lids don't seem very tight, leaving sizable gaps around the edges, but there doesn't appear to be any traces of water inside of the barrels.
Only the lower halves of the barrels appear to have been submerged in water.
Sounds like we've got some clues.
Based on the various ingredients we found, this appears to be where Pierre was cooking up his imitation synth.
Let him cook. Well, I guess we actually don't want to let him cook. He's cooking drugs.
It looks like he used a special cleaning agent to get rid of any residual traces of the substance on his person before he left. That's how he was able to get past the guard poodles.
And that's why the Phantoms, the Marchuse Phantoms, didn't find anything suspicious in his home.
So then he transferred the imitation synth into small sealed bags and took it somewhere else for the drop-off.
Question. How many of your 3-star or lower weapons do you use on characters? I only have 2 on characters that I use, but on other 2 or 3, because I'm out of 4 or 5-star catalyst. I think on the people that we use, I think I have everyone with at least a 4-star weapon. I think there's one, like, sacrificial... I don't know if sacrificial sword is a 3-star. There's some 3-star weapon. It might be, like, white or black tassel or something that's on somebody that we use in the Abyss.
No. I don't believe our suspect is the kind of person who'd go around carrying incriminating evidence with him. That would potentially create too many eyewitnesses.
I failed so many 4-star things to get weapons that we just have a lot of 4-star weapons on this account.
The cleaning agent and the sealed bags might get past the guard poodles. But if a member of the public or even a guard on patrol happened to see him during the drop-off, a quick search would reveal everything. That's still a very risky operation.
But what if the drop-off happened at sea, then no one would be around to see him?
The barrels
To
were
see
found
him.
were wet around the base, but the top half was dry. As if they'd been standing upright in the water.
Like that.
If you put a barrel in the water, it will normally float on its side. Unless it's heavily loaded, in which case it'll sink.
Yeah, so you must use something to tightly seal big bags of full of air. Turn them into airtight flotation devices.
Yes. With flotation rings around the body of the barrels, they'd stay upright in the water. And then he could afford to load them more fully.
Like that? Okay.
You think he used floating barrels? I suppose if he acted at night, when there are very few other boats around and visibility is low, it's a valid theory. We can't rule it out.
There we go.
But
We have a theory.
Would the barrels be carried off by the waves or the currents? How would the person doing the pickup know where to look?
Well, barrels that can float away and get lost at sea sounds difficult to keep in one place, kind of like certain pets. You?
Traveler, can you come take a dip in the sea with me? I have a feeling that somewhere down there, we might find some rope. If a rope can be used to keep a pet from running away, then why not a barrel?
Fair enough, huh? I don't have a 4-star weapon on hand. I don't scramble for it unless I'm building that character. Fair enough. But to try and get 4 stars on everybody, because my Anefa, Barbara, and Hazo have 3-star weapons. I know that there are characters on our roster right now who don't have weapons, who I just haven't used. But I feel like we have enough 4-star weapons for everyone for the most part. Let's go dive. And away we go.
The wreckage of a small boat? This isn't the place.
What do you mean that's not the place? Oh, there's another spot over here.
This isn't the place.
What do you mean this isn't the place? Girly? Did I not grab that? Oh, I did. Okay. Clearly I'm missing another spot around here. Oh, right there.
Got it. Time to go up and report.
There's our rope. I'm back. Also, nice new background is not even close to done, but thank you. It is just wall and light currently.
As expected, we found a few pieces of rope and some anchoring stones underwater. If you attach them to a floating barrel, it would look like this.
Aoife, the guy that... Oh, just, okay, to be... Look. I thought that was your Anefa, because, you know... I kind of agree with Cherry here. The spelling is not the strongest suit. See how it is the folly of bad spelling. This is AV. No, it's not. No. Hold on. This is not fair because you misspelled Aoife and it was close enough to Anefa where it could have gone either way. So I don't take the fall on that one. I don't take the fall on that one, Sonic. I don't. Oh man. Oh, there we go.
With this anchoring system, it would be possible to use floating barrels for the drop-off. You would just need to drop them in the water at the agreed-upon location.
I would have put an N if it were Anefa. Now, Sonic, you've had worse typos where you've forgotten, or I guess mistyped crucial letters. If you take away one N, the N for Anefa, it's just an extra F. I'm gonna say, your Aoife is close enough to be a strong in-between between Anefa and Aoife.
We also
I guess your
pass the
Aoife
wreckage of a
spelling.
small boat.
It must have been left out on the water and capsized due to the force of the wind.
It was close enough to enough.
Its small size, however, would have made it perfect for staying undetected.
It's not his fault he interpreted your notorious bad spelling. Wrong. Oh no, and then you misspelled wrong. Sonic's not gonna let you get away with it.
Let's talk this through. Based on the
There's about to be a brawl. There's about to be a fight.
Seems like Pierre would row a small boat out to the agreed-upon transfer point, drop off the barrels, leave, and then row back and retrieve them after the transfer was complete.
Then why use such a complicated, convoluted drop-off method? Wouldn't it be easier for both parties to meet up at the transfer point on their respective vessels and exchange goods right then and there?
It could be that he was trying to avoid meeting up with his associate face to face. As one of the sole survivors of the Lefebvre family, maybe he was just used to that sort of elusive lifestyle.
It seems like Pierre deliberately chose the floating barrel method so that the goods could be dropped off and picked up at separate times. That way, the two parties wouldn't have to meet each other.
Fair enough.
Well, if that's the case, they must not have a very close working relationship.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Assumptions can be detrimental to solving a case. It's possible they were just trying to keep a low profile. Two boats sailing to the same location at once could be too conspicuous.
Too conspicuous?
The most important thing is that we can now confirm Pierre wasn't acting alone. The floating barrel drop-off system is proof enough of that.
That's fair.
Let's say for now that he was only in charge of producing the imitation synth. That would mean there has to be at least one other person involved in the operation.
Right.
Likely in charge of transporting the goods across the border.
That explains why I couldn't find any evidence linking him to any overseas operations.
Since we've determined that the goods were transported by boat, maybe we can track down some travel logs or something.
We can certainly check the various ports for that information. It's possible, however, that Pierre's associate also used a small boat for the transport, and docked along the shore rather than at a large port. If that's the case, it's unlikely there would be any record left behind.
Have you looked into the ports already? I assume they have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Before Pierre disappeared, we made sure to investigate all sorts of outward bound
They do their
vessels.
jobs.
We also had port authorities keep a lookout for anything suspicious. Unfortunately, we were never able to find out how they managed to get the imitation synth across the border.
A small boat rather than a few barrels isn't going to get you very far.
You're right. Whatever vessel was used for the pickup, the person responsible for smuggling the substance out of Fontaine would have had to use a larger vessel for the actual transport. That's the only way they would be able to smuggle on a large enough scale to make a profit. They must have found a way to disguise the imitation synth to clear port inspections.
Well, if we can't find any travel logs, we can still search for other clues.
Exactly. We can't let any opportunities slip through the cracks. Although, given the amount of ports that could be involved, we should probably split up.
I'll go with the cat.
I'll run home and ask some of my brothers and sisters to try and dig up some information.
Okay.
I should also head back and update my platoon on our progress. I'll grab some reinforcements while I'm at it. Lynette, Traveler, why don't you head to Lumiduce Harbor and see what you can find out?
What about my boy? Or I'm sorry, my girl Bonnie.
All right. Come on, Bonnie. You too.
There we go. All right, let's go to the harbor. At least I know how to spell normally. There's misclicking a letter that's right next to one that you want to use for a letter. And then there's just doing it wrong. All of my typos autocorrect problems that I miss 90% of the time. The other 10 is human error. Now, 90%, it feels a little generous. Let me see. When I do misclick letter, at least in the word itself is intact and can be understood. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Yours, well, let's just say that misunderstanding is, what you're trying to say is inevitable. Usually you can understand what, okay, maybe it's also that I have just been around long enough and Sonic has been here long enough where I kind of just naturally understand what Sonic is trying to say. But outside of that Anefa comment, which was actually Aoife, which I think was close enough to both, where I feel like that I shouldn't catch any slack for that one. Was that a hilly troll down there?
Drop your weapons.
No, we don't want to kill them. Goodness gracious. Yo, Chevreuse brings out the worst in me, dude. Where are we going this harbor? I was gonna say there's like 3 harbors around. Here we go. How are you doing there, sir? Okay, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know, as much as I...
Final warning.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Take a shot in the sky. There we go.
Oh, Lynette, traveler. And Bonnie, too.
And Bonnie, too.
Brings you all here?
Oh, hey, it's you! Elodie! I'm gonna be honest, I feel like my autism helps me understand nonsense easier because I've always at least have an idea of what Sonic is trying to say. I mean, I generally understand what Sonic is trying to say. Except for just then. I gave you too much power. You did. Opening. You turned me into a monster.
Did something happen?
Do you know how many people we've shot at today opening? We're gonna check the travel logs.
Oh. I see. Thank you for everything you're doing for the people of Fontaine.
What are you doing here?
I'm in charge of guarding the port. You mentioned you were after some travel logs, right? I can go fetch those for you.
Yes, please. My autism helps me understand my words and directions. Look, I can usually, you know, I can, you know, interpret what you're saying when it comes to words, Sonic. But I don't think I can ever let you live down the direction incident of Natland. I don't think we can't ever let that one go. Are things usually pretty hectic around here?
No, not usually. It's this incident that happened recently. Before that, everything was normal. All we had to do was confiscate anything suspicious and we could call it a day. Pretty simple stuff. But things are much more complicated now. We somehow let suspicious cargo pass through the port undetected. Not even our guard poodles were able to sniff it out. Even worse, we still don't know how the perpetrator was able to conceal the goods so well.
Dude, all the mention of guard poodles, I feel like before I played this, I haven't heard them say guard poodles before.
By suspicious cargo, do you mean imitation synth?
Time to adopt. You can't adopt them all, opening.
Yep. However, prohibited substances are just one example. We confiscate all sorts of contraband during the course of our inspections.
Wait, Nouvellette?
Or at least, we're supposed to.
Yeah, that's all of their fathers.
So what happens to the goods you confiscate?
If you want them, you're gonna have to get rid of Nouvellette.
Oh, we keep them in a storage locker. If they turn out to be something particularly dubious, we'll turn them over to the Maison Orderly.
Those are not autocorrect fails, these are own bad spellings. I don't think it's all the time. Sometimes I think it is autocorrect. But if I said more right, that might have been better than other right. No, yes, sure. I don't know. I think other right... other right was categorically correct because it was supposed to be left. More right would have had us go further in the wrong direction.
If the goods are only slightly suspicious but could otherwise be harmless, like raw materials that could potentially be used to create contraband, we return them to the ship they were confiscated from, instead of letting them pass through the port.
Am I actually spelling his name right? No, you are not spelling Nouvellette right.
Sorry for the wait. These are the travel logs for all the recent activity at the port.
There's the guard poodle, baby.
Oh, you brought Gerard with you.
Gerard?
Actually, he followed me here himself. It's like he smells something on me.
He smells something. Oh, guess I'll die. Oh, no.
Huh. I wonder why Gerard is reacting to you two so strongly.
Whatever Gerard smelled on you probably came from us.
Huh? We were so careful not to touch it, but we still ended up with traces on us. If it leaves a residue so easily, I just don't understand how the culprit was able to disguise the goods at all.
Why don't you have a look at the travel logs first? All ships coming in and out of the port are recorded here, except for the ones the port authorities ride to and from work.
Well, the except, you know, Accept may be the answer, usually, when it comes to cases like this.
Humane Society.
We've encountered the organization before.
Their name is all over the exit logs. The purpose for leaving is always listed as overseas adoption.
Ah, the director of the organization explained that actually. He said a lot of the cat and dog breeds unique to Fontaine are also very popular overseas. So, his organization offers an overseas adoption program.
Bernard, the director of the Humane Society, was the man who came looking for Bonnie earlier.
Right. That cat fled from Pierre. The cat that fled from Pierre looks like the cat that the Humane Society is looking for. Could that really be a coincidence? It seems as if Bernard was also hiding something. He was very insistent, but only ran a cursory check before leaving just like that. When he came to look for Bonnie earlier, what if he wasn't actually there to check if Bonnie was his missing cat? Maybe there was some other purpose.
Have you figured it out too, Traveler? The way the criminal disguised the goods? When Bernard asked to take a closer look at Bonnie, he was actually checking whether there was any imitation synth in her stomach.
That's crazy. What? Yeah, I figured this was the answer. I wasn't thinking it was like that.
Wait, what?
The sealed bags we found at the secret base. They were specially made to be corrosion resistant. There were gaps around the lids of the barrels, and airbags were used to keep them upright in the water.
What?
Those drug shovers found at the secret base. She most likely didn't recognize them because they're not used on human beings. It's an anesthetic used on pets. The perpetrator must have given it to the animals.
So they've been stuffing bags of drugs into live animals? This might be up there for awful game villain in Genshin. This one's up there. This one's up there pretty high. That's awful.
Pierre must have made the animals swallow the sealed bags full of imitation synth at his secret base. Then he stuffed them into floating barrels and left the rest to Bernard.
That's so... Oh my gosh.
The sealed bags combined with an animal's body odor would certainly be enough to mask the scent of imitation synth.
Dude!
During our inspection,
I'm shocked.
We would have never thought to inspect the bellies of those animals for anything suspicious. Even if we tried to feel around for something, I'm sure it would be difficult to detect.
Yo, I might need a second. I was like, okay, so they're using the animals. I guess they're just sending them on like the animal boat. Them actually stuffing of bags of drugs into the animals to then get them overseas is crazy. Yeah, I'm shook.
Exactly. I bet Bernard even transported animals with synth in their stomach alongside ones without. That way, it would be even harder to say with certainty that something was amiss.
Okay, I think I'm locked right back in, you guys. Goodness gracious, do you think Bonnie could have imitation synth in her stomach?
She's probably in the clear. Otherwise, Bernard would have never left without her. I'm guessing he didn't know whether Pierre had already hidden the next batch of imitation synth before he fled. Just imagine. He sees the notice we put in the Steambird, and it turns out that one of the very cats he gave to Pierre for the smuggling operation is out in the open, roaming the streets of Fontaine.
Do they cut the animals open to get the drugs? Dude, I hope not, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Just like casually send them overseas. For a drug operation, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the recipients did do that, which is a whole bunch of crazy. We gotta check if check out. I'm sorry. We gotta check all of their prison pockets.
If Pierre had already hidden the next batch of imitation
Dude.
synth, then Bonnie would practically be living proof of their crimes. He would have had no choice but to go after her.
Right.
So, that's why he came to find you and insisted on taking a closer look at the cat.
Pierre must have fled in a hurry. That fact is probably what spared Bonnie.
Wait a second, I'm a little lost here. I get the part about hiding the substance in the pets, but those, what did you call them again? Floating barrels? Why even put the animals in there in the first place? If you've got something as convenient as a floating barrel, why not just stuff it with the imitation synth directly? Why not wait to hide the stuff until after the exchange has been made?
In order to make sure the animals could swallow the sealed bags, they made them extremely thin. Had they not done that, the animals would have likely bitten or chewed through them.
If any of the imitation synth leaked out, they would have needed a lot of cleaning agent to get rid of the smell.
That step would have required a lot of energy, as well as a certain amount of technical expertise. So, it was better left to the more experienced Pierre. We've already proven how easy it is to pick up trace amounts of imitation synth, so I'm sure Bernard was taking all the precautions he could to avoid the same fate.
Okay, well, y'all, hear me out. If you know how Father essentially murdered all of the family of Pierre for being sacks of trash. Even though there's an illegitimate child, it seems like that bloodline, that bloodline may just need to be wiped off of the map. Yes, Gerard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree.
Let's head to the Humane Society right away and bring that guy to justice. I'll bring a Gardamek to speed up the process.
Okay.
Sorry, but I can't go with you.
Dude.
Surely you'll be able to handle him, what, between Elodie's Gardamek and all three of you?
Yeah, we'll be alright. Someone get Father to cause another slaughter. Well, Father's dead, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to do the slaughtering ourselves. I mean, we already knew they were bad. They were kidnapping young girls. Yeah, that was awful. But, like, the illegitimate child wasn't a part of it. So I was like, I don't know, maybe the illegitimate child of this family is better. But nope, just as bad. Just as bad. Just as bad. So, yeah, we'll just get rid of that bloodline. It runs in the family, apparently. The father behind the slaughter. The father behind the slaughter. No, well, this is not Charlie. Dude. Two very different press and hold activities.
Somewhere around here. Bernard could show up any moment now.
I got a feeling Bernard's probably on the run.
You're the people from earlier. Wait, you're from the guards?
Yes, and we're here to arrest you.
After him. We can't let him get away.
Hey, if you don't go. Oh my gosh, Bernard don't got no cardio. Get over here.
Give it up.
Yo, also, the guard? The guard? that was about to just walk past him? It's crazy. Not our Noel. Noel shoots. Okay, I stopped myself from shooting. Well, I still shot into the air. Someone might have caught a stray bullet, but it's fine.
Mercy. Have mercy. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I know.
The Humane Society has done so much good over the years, and yet you have committed such an atrocious deed in its name.
Okay. So this wasn't just a new organization that happened to... I think that could be worse, that it's not just a new organization that's just done a lot of evil. It's actually an organization that's done a lot of good, and now has this awful thing that will forever tarnish its name. Ow, I just got hit by a stray bullet. It wasn't mine, it was somebody else's. You can't prove anything.
I didn't have a choice, okay? My father cared about those blasted animals so much, he didn't bother to take care of his human wife and son at all. While those animals were showered with love, I lived worse than a dog.
Well, let me tell you, Bernard, seeing the way that you came out, I don't think I would have cared about you either.
No one asked. Tell me, how did you first get to know Pierre?
Tell him.
Well, after I took over the Humane Society, it gradually became harder and harder to maintain its operations. Until one day, someone suddenly passed me a letter. It said that I could stand to get a large sum of money as long as I helped them to transport some animals abroad. It was only after a few such transports that I finally understood what I was really transporting. But then, Pierre wrote to me, saying that we were already partners in crime and that I better keep cooperating with him if I didn't want to be reported to the guards.
Well, Bernard, if you had just reported it to the guards instead and said that you were tricked into doing all of this, I think you would have been okay. But instead, you continue doing illegal activity now with knowledge and not being tricked, so that makes you a criminal.
I would order wooden barrels and flotation devices according to his instructions, and then load the sleeping animals onto a boat. Once I sailed to the location he provided, I would dump everything together into the sea.
I didn't have a choice, says the guy who had all the choice. Exactly! He could have literally said, no, I think I will instead go and turn myself in and tell the guards about all of this.
And a few days after that,
And by turn myself in, I
I
mean just
again
explain
in
the
my boat
situation.
and pick up the animals sleeping in the barrels. Once I had received enough of them, I'd bring them to the harbor to be adopted abroad.
Okay.
That guy, Pierre, he was running the entire show. He set up all the meeting times and found all the foreign adopters. Oh, and he even supplied all of the goods too. I just did the transport. He was the one who planned out and executed everything else.
Okay. But even though you just did the transport, that's still a crime.
Look, I don't know, okay? I've never ever met him in person. We've only ever communicated through letters.
And when did he send his final letter to you?
Just last night, he said that the Marechaussee Phantom is now after him, so he's planning to go into hiding for some time. He didn't mention where he's thinking about going, though, but he did tell me to look out for the guards.
It's been a few days since Pierre's last appearance. I'd wager that he sent that letter after he found his hiding spot.
Alright, so where's that letter now?
I burned them. It was on his orders. I had to burn every letter after reading them. I wasn't even allowed to share them with the rest of the society employees.
Well, let me tell you, if you shared it with the rest of the society employees, they probably would have either quit or would have reported you.
Sure sounds like you're trying to use the lack of witnesses or evidence to pin the blame on Pierre.
A little bit.
No, I swear, this time I'm only telling you the truth.
This time.
Well, we can check the truth of your statements at the Opera House. I hope you know what'll be coming for you if I were to find any discrepancy between the evidence and the testimony you just gave.
Jail forever. Yikes forever.
I know. I swear I was just telling the truth.
We'll see. To the Fortress of Maripede with you. To the Fortress of Maripede.
My thanks to you both.
Lamau.
Had it not been for you, I really don't know what would have happened to this case.
Bonnie helped, too.
Bonnie did help.
That's true. It was all thanks to her that Bernard was finally exposed.
I did a good job. I don't know how to spell that word, okay? I'll be real, I don't know.
And it
Well,
looks like she's grown quite fond of you two as well.
I think I would misspell Maripede.
Then I'll leave you be. Just let me know if you find any other new leads.
But only slightly. French words are hard. Lynette's expression seems to be a bit unnatural. It seems Lynette still has something on her mind. The Fortress of Meropis. Oh, there's two things. Attempt to close the case. I assume these are two different endings. Lynette, what's up? Something still on your mind?
It was that obvious, huh? Well, even though it didn't feel like Bernard was lying, after talking to him, I'm getting an even stronger sense that something's not quite right.
Maripede, I think. I thought it was an E-D-E, not an I-D-E. But also, I have no idea. I thought it was like a M-E or like an I-E, because it's French. I-E-R-I-P-E-D-E is what I would guess. We can check in a second.
We investigated so quickly that
I think it's
perhaps we
spelled
missed a thing or
odd.
two along the way.
None of us know. Yeah, that's a crazy word. It's a very French word, and none of us are French, to my knowledge.
Anything new? Is there still anything unresolved or strange that we should try to consider?
There's an unexplained part in the operation of the trafficking ring.
Well, we've discovered that Bernard is responsible for the trafficking, while Pierre deals with supplying the goods. Is there something else in this scheme that we're missing?
Okay, so it is just Maripede. Okay, well then look at you. You got it right, Cherry. I had no idea. I was just like, if I were gonna spell a French word, this is how I would spell it. I put an extra letter in there too. Because they like to skip some letters. Okay. Handoff. We've proven that they coordinated the handoffs. Ingredients. According to Chevrolet's statements, Pierre has formally been reprimanded for the synth-related stuff and can no longer get any materials from inside. Oh, right, actually. Any past member of the Lafayette family would have had a number of connections outside of Fontaine. Ledger? Bernard can be compensated for his work after completing a shipment. No suspicious record would be left as long as he receives funds as an individual rather than as a humane society. And they always communicated in writing, and there's no traces of letters. I think it's ingredients. Where is he getting his stuff from, to be honest?
Yeah, according to Bernard, Pierre also supplied all of the goods. But if the Marechaussee Phantom's records are correct,
Power.
Pierre should have lost all access
Power.
to the materials required to create the imitation synth. And the Institute has also not reported any theft of their stocks.
Okay. We probably gotta do this for all of the things then. About Bernard's letters.
Bernard claims to have received a letter last night from Pierre. In the letter, Pierre stated that he had gone into hiding. Is there something wrong with the letter?
Probably not Bonnie. Bonnie had been already in the loose for a few days when we found her yesterday morning. That means she had already broken free when the letter was written. Ooh. The letter didn't mention Pierre's hiding spot, although it makes sense that Pierre wouldn't want anyone to find him. If the point of the letter was to tell Bernard to get on his guard, then why did it also warn him about Bonnie?
If Bonnie had imitation synth in her body, then she was a liability that had to be recovered at all costs. But if she wasn't carrying anything, then it would have made sense to tell Bernard not to worry.
Feel the power!
And thinking about it, Bernard only attracted our attention in the first place because he came to look for Bonnie. Could it be that the person who wrote the letter also knew nothing about Bonnie's whereabouts? Or they had a separate goal entirely?
I think it's probably the latter. And then what about what we found in Poisson?
The Marechaussee Phantom found Bonnie and the Lefebvre pendant at Pierre's residence. That was the beginning point of our investigation.
The end of l'affaire. So we're gonna have to correlate this with something. So they are infamous in Fontaine, carry the pendant around. The pendant is proof that the owner is an illegitimate child of the Lafayette, but that shouldn't be all. Bonnie. Bonnie's been with Pierre ever since first meeting with Pierre and the Marechaussee Phantom. That is why Elodie came looking for her, but that shouldn't be all. In the pet handoff, according to Bernard, the trafficked animals were taken directly to Pierre's base rather than Poisson. So let's associate this with this to create initial suspicions. Pierre became the key suspect in the case because of a suspicious cat and a suspicious pendant.
Why would he leave such an obvious trail for us to follow when he took so much care to not leave any traces of imitation synth in his home?
Because it's a trap.
The final question is, why did I sense that something wasn't right after hearing Bernard's testimony? Even more so than before.
The truth behind this testimony is, Pierre made a complicated operations plan, yet exposed himself so easily to the guards. Right. Does Pierre have multiple personalities? It almost feels like the plan and the expose were done by two completely separate individuals, and Pierre was set up. Both written letters and handoffs for using floating barrels and methods of communication that can't be intercepted. The accomplice was never met. Bernard has never met Pierre in person, so let's associate these two to give us... There's still a third person out there. Even if Bernard never knew that it wasn't Pierre that had been pulling the strings all along, it was someone else.
Deductive mode deactivated. I think we may be close to the actual answer.
So there's a third. Alright, well. Let's close this case, I guess.
Now behave, and follow me to the interrogation room.
Ow, that hurt. Ow!
Kuzu. They're about to leave. Is it really okay to let them go? Oh my gosh, Kuzu. Okay, never mind. You can pick whatever you want, because apparently we get a free 20. Because we got the initial... Because we did... Everything we just did before apparently gave us a bunch of check bonuses. So you literally get a free pick. But... we're gonna want you to get at least a 12 on this one. We want you to get at least a 12, even though whatever you get is literally a win because we did all of the clues. I didn't know. If I had known, I would have done this first. I would be like, Kuzu, you better get a nat 20. One then. Okay. You did pretty good. You got 15. So you know what? Free. May. Nat. No, we can't let her get away. Hold it! Bernard and Pierre, they weren't actually acting alone, were they?
I see. It all makes sense now.
Hey, what are you talking about? Look, even our confessed criminal here has no idea what you're saying.
Wait, a third party? Do you think it could be?
Because he has been kept in the dark all along. And I assume it's the same with Pierre.
Bernard thought he was communicating with Pierre, and Pierre thought he was taking orders from Bernard. But all this time, neither of them knew that there was a third person all along. Elodie, you're acting sus, right? Why
did Pierre feel compelled to return to his home with Bonnie and the pendant and make them so easy to find for the Marechaussee Phantom?
Any animals Pierre received from the floating barrel should have been taken directly to his base. And considering that his precarious situation, the pendant should have been the last thing Pierre would be leaving around.
These things are in stark contrast to his usual meticulous and vigilant behavior.
Agreed.
There's only one reasonable explanation. He was following orders, just like Bernard.
Exactly.
He probably received the following instructions right before the Phantom came knocking on his door. Bring the cat and the pendant, and our undercover agent will be sure to help you.
Undercover agent? Undercover?
Unbeknownst to him, however, the third person who wrote that letter to him had long decided to sacrifice him and Bernard to save themselves.
They instructed two men to communicate through letters and barrels specifically so that they'd never meet each other. And honestly, this third person is probably planning to sell them both out from the very beginning.
What? You can't be serious. There was a third person involved?
I think there was.
If we focus only on Bernard's testimony, it's easy to believe that only Bernard and Pierre were working together. The case appeared extremely simple. Bernard did the trafficking, Pierre the imitation synth production, drugging, and stuffing.
But with everything accounted for, the third person would then be cleared of all suspicions.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. If that's the actual truth, then as soon as Pierre is caught, he'll explain his side of the story and the third person will...
Get away.
Yep, which is why the third person made sure that Pierre would never be found again. Once they had instructed Pierre to expose himself, the third person wrote to Pierre again, suggesting that everything had been taken care of, and he should take Bonnie and safely return to his base.
Then they ambushed Pierre And made him disappear? They killed him?
Of course, Pierre's disappearance at such a sensitive time immediately made him a prime suspect. Knowing that Bonnie had last been seen with him, all the third person would have to do from that point on would be to lead the Phantom to investigate the Humane Society and get Bernard to confess the truth.
Bernard would then testify that Pierre was the one who came up with the whole plot, and Pierre would be seen as having gone into hiding in anticipation of getting caught.
Wait, so you're saying that the letter I received yesterday, the one that made me think Pierre was still alive, it was also sent by the third person?
Correct. Just say his name like so mysterious person, and he may appear.
Is
Pierre.
Is that what happened?
Is that what happened?
I'll get back to headquarters right away and reinvestigate this case from the top.
Actually, Elodie, you don't have to go anywhere. Because I've got someone right here to arrest you. Because you've been caught girly by Joe Hendry. He's found the answer. Elodie, we know exactly what you did. Well, also, not just him. Wanderer also figured it out. Wanderer knows too. Cause they love him in Monster and Leah and Sumer. Wanderer, you go and get your animal blast and get ready to capture her. In fact, don't just catch her. Dance on her, Wanderer. They both gotcha, Elodie. You better believe you done goof now.
Assumptions can be detrimental to solving a case.
They're on both sides of her right now, ready to take her to the brink.
All kinds of preconceived notions ever since our first meeting. They suggested that Pierre's disappearance was an attempt to escape the judgment of the law, and that Pierre was a scion of the Lefebvre family.
That's true.
But if the disappearance is truly just a cover-up for a murder, then couldn't the true scion have been an illegitimate daughter, rather than an illegitimate son?
What do you mean? You're telling me that it wasn't actually Pierre Lefebvre? It was Elodie Lefebvre?
Haven't you taken this joke a bit too far?
A joke? Oh, really?
I did let a lot of assumptions get to my head when I first started to talk to you about the case.
Okay.
I'll make sure to correct my behavior.
You can correct your behavior behind bars once we take you to the fortress of Meripede.
You deliberately fed us lies, but even you could not control every last detail of your plan. There was a flaw in your scheme, and something didn't quite go as planned. Getting the Marechaussee Phantom to notice Pierre was only the first part of your plan. Had they failed to take notice of the Humane Society, they could have cast a wider net.
They sure could have.
And you couldn't predict what they might possibly find, if given enough time. This, of course, was the main weakness of your plan.
And then once Special Patrol and Lenny got involved, it became even harder to control the outcome of this investigation.
As someone accustomed to acting from behind the scenes, you didn't want to take the risk of personally proposing a raid on the Humane Society. So, you thought about pulling a few more strings, so all of the suspicion would point towards Bernard and his society.
Which is a great option, of course, would be to also dispose of Bonnie and leave her body at Pierre's base in anticipation of a later discovery. You tried to take Bonnie out. You tried to kill Bonnie.
Once the Phantom expanded their search, it would only be a matter of time before they found Pierre's base. If a cat last seen with the suspect turned up dead at the imitation synth base, it wouldn't be long until the Phantom would figure out exactly how she had been mistreated and turn their eyes towards the one organization that has been sending boatloads of animals out of Fontaine.
It's funny though, because something unexpected happened at this base. Do you know what happened? Bonnie managed to escape with her life.
It was probably during your ambush of Pierre. You didn't even have the time to check if she had already been stuffed full of imitation synth.
She tried to stuff her with scent and kill Bonnie. That's crazy. Oh, what was that reaction, Elodie? What was that? Yeah, cute. What? It's like you're trying to hide your shame. Are you sweating bullets? You sack of trash?
Still, you soon found another opportunity. Before long, Bonnie had made her way back into the city, and even popped up on the Steambird. Like Bernard, you desperately wanted to confirm the contents of her stomach, so you hurried to find us.
You sure did.
Unlike Bernard, however, you were hoping that Pierre did have the time to make her swallow a load of imitation synth.
But you know what? He didn't, 'cause you killed him.
While investigating the suspect's cat, we unexpectedly discovered that the suspect has been smuggling imitation synth using living animals as intermediaries. That was your plan, in any case. With that, you'd have been able to lead the investigation towards the Humane Society.
But Bonnie was a fast cat. She was very lucky. But you? It wasn't your lucky day.
Bonnie had managed to escape before Pierre was able to stuff her full of imitation synth. That part of your plan could no longer be carried out. But as shrewd as you were, you came up with another plan right away.
Bonnie the hero cats always win. She's more than a sack of trash. She's filth beneath our feet.
You manipulated the Traveler and
Heard.
to help you identify Bernard as a key suspect.
You sure did. And you knew Lenny was investigating the case with a Chevrolet. And you knew of Lynette's previous encounter with the Lafayette family. And you used all of that against us.
You used the Lefebvre name as bait to get us to join your investigation.
Exactly.
With 2 extra bodies around, the Special Patrol is sure to soon take note of the strange event of Bernard somehow having a reason to look for Pierre's cat.
So, what you're saying is, I went to all that trouble just for the chance that you might put forth the suggestion that would lead you down the wrong path.
She's worse than filth, rather. She's the mask of that no-good doctor. I wouldn't go that far.
Of course, you did far more than that.
I think she is.
Now, at Lumidu's Harbor, were you not the person who highlighted the suspicious activities of the society?
It's true, by showing us the port's travel logs. You showed us those specific logs, didn't you? Oh my gosh, it's like you think we're idiots and we wouldn't have realized that, Elodie.
You even highlighted the society's activities during your compilation of the logs, so they'd be immediately visible to anyone examining the records. Moreover, the logs contained no records of the Port Authority's activities.
She's sitting on
In
Dotori's
other words,
face? Oh my gosh.
Your activities.
Exactly, and that's despicable.
And what are you trying to suggest with that?
I am insinuating that you had plenty of opportunities to transfer the raw materials for imitation synth from the harbor to a boat, and then sail over to the meeting place full of floating barrels.
And you know what? Once Bernard had placed the animals in the barrels, you'd open the lids and dump in the raw materials. As long as you did it before Pierre came for his pickup, no one would be the wiser.
And that's how neither the trafficker nor the manufacturer knew there was a third person who supplied the raw materials, and surreptitiously operated between them.
So first you got in contact with both parties, you know what I mean? Then you secured those raw materials. And then you instructed Bernard to prepare the floating barrels and the animals. And after that, you slipped the raw materials into the barrels next to the animals and requested Pierre pick up the barrels and bring them back to his base.
Pierre manufactured imitation synth using the raw materials you provided, stuffed the animals, and placed the animals back into the barrels.
Disgusting.
Having received the green light from you as Pierre, Bernard then retrieved his animals and shipped them out of Fontaine once he had received enough for a full batch. This is the truth behind your smuggling ring.
This is the truth behind this case. Oh, you completed the Fontaine Fountain. Nice. And that's pretty fitting for the event that we're doing right now.
I can't believe it. I never put 2 and 2 together.
And if it weren't for Bonnie, none of us would have put two and two together.
You've sure got an extremely lively imagination.
Extremely lively You're still denying it?
So what do you think she's going to say next?
Ever thought about a career in writing crime novels? But do you have any evidence?
But do you have any evidence?
Got her.
It appears that it's
The
quite
double thumbs
easy
up.
to predict what you'll think or say. Then if we apply that to this case, we can also think of a few places to look for incriminating evidence. You know very well that this case will not end until Pierre is found, so you will have him commit suicide out of fear and shame to end the investigation for good.
So we just need to find the body.
That way, you can also pin the blame for the overseas smuggling activities, the theft of the harbor's confiscated raw materials, and even the Le Favre name on him. After all, dead men tell no tales.
I've really enjoyed. She might have my favorite, maybe not my favorite hangout event, but I think she's got the most story-driven hangout event.
But you still want it to appear as if he had sent that last letter to Bernard, so you have to make sure he cannot be found until after Bernard has confessed to the authorities. To do that, you either will hide his body until you've found an appropriate time to set up a fake suicide scene, or you'll dump it someplace where it'll be hard to determine the exact time of death. Submerged in water, for instance. The location would ideally allow you to keep the body hidden for some time while also letting you keep an eye on it.
You could even keep him in a very cool environment to be handled later, or set a fire to make it look like he had burned to a crisp. An example of such a place may be somewhere on your own boat or underneath the waters of the Lumiduce harbor.
There are only so many options to hide a person's time of death, after all. As long as the Phantom investigates each of the possibilities in turn, they'll surely find Pierre's remains.
That they will.
Especially since, as the prime suspect who will now be taken into custody, you will no longer have the time to move him, or set up a fake suicide scene to cover up the murder.
How absurd. And on what grounds will you order my arrest? Don't think for a
Spear
second
her,
your spouts of nonsense
spear.
will lead to any kind of real argument. After all,
you're...
Elodie Lefebvre!
Ooh! Chevrolet, get her!
As the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, I hereby declare you as a suspect in the case. If you have any objections, you may raise them later during interrogation.
Well, it looks like you two are here too. Did you find a body?
That's right. We received a message from Lumiduce Harbor that you were going to investigate the Humane Society. We didn't expect to run into you at such a critical moment.
So what did y'all find?
While at the harbor, we noticed something else extremely interesting. Apparently, you often used all kinds of excuses to swap your shift.
Looks like we got her monologuing. We got the villain monologue, boys and girls and non-binaries.
And if one were to match the times of your shifts to the activities of the Humane Society and those of certain foreign ships,
ooh,
they'd find them to be an exact match.
Wow, that's incredibly suspicious.
That's just a coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence. It's a game theory.
Yes, I'm sure you have already thought of a dozen different ways to explain away the suspicious activities. But as far as evidence goes, that should be enough to warrant taking you into custody.
That's correct.
Don't worry. If it turns out that the guards are still unable to find any evidence after all this, Lynette and I will do everything in our power to clear your name.
Lamau.
Although judging by her reaction, I assume no follow-up from us will be needed.
Dang.
The Lefebvres were infamous for using disguise and infiltration to achieve their goals. Who would have thought that they would have planted someone within the guards?
I mean, they still would have had to, like... She would have had to pass, like, the guards' testing and whatever,
Judging
right?
from the timeline, they likely arranged for you to enter the guards before the fall of the clan. But they probably didn't expect you to turn it to your advantage and use your job to save yourself during the purge.
Ooh. It was like, it looks like we got one Lafayette left behind. And there's a part where Father just appears from the background saying, "Good job, children. I'll handle the rest from here."
Not only that, but you actively participated in the interrogation, arrest, and judgment of the Lefebvres during their fall, thus clearing yourself of suspicion. You brutally and cruelly abandoned your allies as soon as they outlived their usefulness, just like a lizard cutting off its own tail in order to live.
Despicable.
You've been doing this for years.
So you played me like a fool after all?
Oh, he got, ugh. Brian suddenly knocked out by a sudden strike.
What was that word you used? Ally? You think that someone as foolish as him is worthy to call himself my ally?
I do like how they've changed it to guards member in quotation marks. It's a nice touch.
They were worthless scum.
Oh my gosh.
Not just
That's an insult to
Bernard and
lizards.
Pierre, but those Lefebvres too. They always just saw me as a tool.
I lost all my chances of a normal life just because I was born into their lot. Not only that, but because they wanted me to become an undercover agent, they stripped me of my name, too.
Okay, so...
I had to live in constant fear of them while they were alive. And even once they were gone, I had to continue to bury my heritage and my name. Always worrying that their enemies would come knocking at the door.
Well, that didn't mean you have to turn to crime. You could have been a legitimate member of the guards. You didn't have to come up with a plot like this. You could have just continued to be a guard.
Do you know anything about what I've been through over all these years? My life as the last Lefebvre?
Ellie's expression seems a bit unnatural. There's a hint of drama in her voice that suddenly agitated Elodie. It feels like her anger must be a part of some kind of bluff.
I don't, and neither do I care.
You can save that speech for the trial.
Are you for real? Aren't you a Lefebvre victim too?
Elodie, you're the only one still living under the shadow of a name.
Ooh.
That's enough. Keep your hands where I can see them and do not resist arrest. If you have more to say, save it for the interrogation room.
What a joke. What a joke.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Oh, I thought she was pulling out a gun, not a button.
Don't come any closer.
What's that?
The device seems a bit odd. The small device Elodie takes out appears to be very crude, as if it's made from paper mache.
You know what this is? I've secretly planted loads of explosives in the Humane Society. Just one step closer, and whether they're cats, dogs, or just unlucky human employees, they'll all be blown up into smithereens.
Okay, sure.
Surely you bunch of goody two-shoes won't let that happen, right?
Okay, well, first of all, what do you guys want to do? You want to deceive her? Do you want to do a stealth? Do you want to do persuasion or intimidation? It's a good call. I don't actually know. Okay, so we could assist Linny in deceiving Elodie. We could launch an attack on Elodie while she's distracted. We could try to convince Elodie to surrender or intimidate, help Chevreuse him to... Okay, so I feel like I want to either do deception or intimidate, to be completely honest. How do we feel about... Which one? Which one? Deception or intimidate? Or we could just punch her, you know? We'll see. Resisting, you will be shot. Intimidate... We got one for intimidate. What are y'all? I mean, I'm here for a little Chevreuse action. No idea. I mean, we can pass any of them. We'll go for intimidate. Let's do an intimidation check. I'm vibing with that one. As much as we could, you know, vibe out here with Linny. I mean, we've already cucked him enough. So let's hang out with Chevreuse. We need a 15. We get a +6 from intimidation. Who in chat has not done a pick? Do we still have Cherry? No, I think Cherry actually disappeared. Well, maybe I should pick. So this is probably our last card. And you know what? I'm gonna lead chat to victory. With lucky number. Oh, actually, opening. There you go. Opening, pick a number between 1 and 12. Free me. Oh, well, there's actually Jags too. Okay, I haven't really much the stream, and I've sort of been hawking what's been going on, but this lady is going after dogs and cats, worst thing ever. My messages! Hey, wait! Well, now we got several people. Well, which of you three types the number first? Between opening, Cherry, and Jag. So between 1 and 12, give me a number. That person will decide our fate. No. 7 was the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, Cherry, we haven't failed a check all day. So there's a lot of pressure on this check here. Cherry. That's our only failed check of the stream. Charlie, a bunch of goody two-shoes, can't let that happen, right? Whoa, okay, so calm down here a second. I was gonna say number one because lols, but there's Cherry.
That's enough! I have nothing left to say to any of you. Gardamex, get him!
What?
Not good. She's trying to escape. We need to end this fight as soon as possible.
Dang, this led us into a fight. That's crazy.
Drop your weapons.
Alright, well, Cherry, you forced it into a battle. Okay, actually, hold on a minute. Kazo, I need you to do your job, because you're the hard carry on this team right now. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Oop, okay, that's fine. Alright, then you do that. Thank you very much. You toss all those out. You get the big kick. Charlie, you do that. And now you can pull that out. You can get our heals back on. I do wish we had a Hydro character, low-key. You need to step out of the way, because he's about to do some... Yep. Yo, I almost sat in that chair. Woo, he's fine. Is this a trial Chevrolet? No. That was our Chevrolet. Oh, I don't think she's escaping. Elodie begins to believe that she may finally have... Wait, did Bonnie take her out?
Phew.
Oh, okay.
So I was right after all. It's easier to deal with the person causing the problem than the problem itself.
What about the device she had? I can't believe Cherry almost killed Hazel. Well, he lived.
This is it. Looks like it's just a toy.
So she really was just bluffing.
Guess that's probably why she suddenly flipped and knocked out Bernard. He probably knew that there were no explosives at the society.
Dude, Kuzu was getting flashbacks to gaming. Kill the robo-dogs! She also pretended she had a villainous breakdown, as if she had no choice but to kill to escape her life.
Well, given that she never even showed her face to Bernard and Pierre, I had my doubts that she'd have gone to the society in person to plant explosives.
Right.
Thank you for your help, everyone. I'll take them back for thorough questioning, and find someone better to take over the Humane Society. I might need a few statements from everybody. Would you be able to come with me?
If I were her, I think she should have just gambled. And really gone along with it was all coincidences and just hoped they didn't find the body of Pierre and then tried to explain it away that way.
If statements are all you need, can Linny provide them on my behalf? I still need to go back and explain some things to the crew. I also had an appointment with the Traveler before we got interrupted.
That is true. Oh yeah, T. Oh, it seems I already forgot. You mean when you said I could stop by your place? Alright, well, I mean, if we get another one of these, what are we feeling? We still have Jags fan and opening. Either one of you who have a number, give me a number. You have, 15 seconds. Otherwise, we'll go with the one that Jag said earlier. Of course I am. Those mutts are trauma-inducing. No, 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 Polka. No, no, no. But I guess, Polka, you also haven't picked a number, so you can pick a number 1 to 12 if you are so inclined. Oh, never mind. Jack's fan said 1. Will we beat the 10? 16. We take those. I remember when we parted ways with the Steambird yesterday, she mentioned something about having tea together at her place, but we were interrupted by Elodie and the others.
Ah, so you do remember. Yes, I invited you to come over to our place.
Correct it.
Once I'm done talking with the troop, I'll make a nice cup of tea and bring Bonnie to wait for you outside of my door.
Okay, so is Bonnie just your cat now? Okay, hold on. Charlie, where are you?
Hold that pose.
That's a great picture, actually. Alright, well, here, what do y'all have to say?
Lynette must have spent a record-breaking amount of time in serious mode today. I can't remember the last time I've seen her like that. Could it be because of a special someone?
Your thumbs up will never beat the Darumi finger guns. Dang. Fair. There are still a few things I'm curious about. How did Pierre get... Well, what do you mean special someone? She's supposed to be your... I mean, LA Knight's supposed to be your special someone, not Lynette's. Come on. How did Pierre get recruited into the scheme?
Based on information
Look at
that we
those dead
found
bodies.
before,
Special
imitation
Suncat.
synth was first circulated on a small scale in Fontaine before becoming a large-scale smuggling scheme. I'd assume that the first offerings of imitation synth came from what Pierre made in his early days. But since he was not experienced with running a clandestine operation, he was soon discovered by guard Elodie. Elodie saw the opportunity to make a great profit in his work, and perhaps even the chance of making a new life for herself, so she decided to cover his tracks. She started writing to him in Bernard's name, using what evidence she had compiled and the promise of enormous profits to blackmail him into cooperating with her.
Okay.
Unfortunately for her, she ran into Lynette. Even though my sister doesn't like to focus too much on a regular day, serious mode Lynette is one of the most perceptive people I've ever known.
Admittedly, she was incredibly perceptive.
Still, all of that thinking really saps her energy. I need to go give some statements on her behalf, so I'll leave the recharging to you.
Alright, 2, then 2 again, because my wife, Varessa, starts with V, and that's the 22nd letter in the alphabet. Oh my gosh. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a pick anymore. But you know what we do have?
Final warning.
We just had to make sure she was gone, you know what I mean? Someone had to make sure. Someone had to do it, and it had to be me. Opening gave me this power for a reason, and I finally used it for good. Okay, I was just finishing Father's job, to be honest. You know, Father wanted to do it, so I had to go ahead and do it. It's fine. We made it happen. Come around here. And there is... Where are we going? Over here, that's fine. Based. We killed a woman today. You love to see it. Oh man, we're gonna have to really talk to Mr. Tiller today, huh? And here we are, the house of the... Oh my gosh, tea!
Black tea and a cute kitty. Truly the best combo for standby mode.
I think you're missing one other thing, and that's LA Night. Yeah.
Want some?
Sure. Yes, I will take a cute kitty, please.
I see she's already starting to snuggle up to you.
Yeah, about Elodie's case, are you not interested in any of the follow-up developments from it?
Not at all. Information is indeed very important, but if you were to try to collect every piece of information you come across, your efficiency would actually decrease.
Base Lynette and a MILF, we need a MILF too. Well, we don't, look, that's not for standby mode. That's for another mode.
What sounds more fun? Writing a statement or enjoying a tea party?
The cute kitty.
Great answer. That'd be my pick too.
We get it.
Had we not run into that case, we could have spent the entire day like this. But now, I'm running low on both time and energy.
Dude, can you imagine? So, the entire time that we did this other route, because we did the other half of her thing, you know what I mean? So there was a world where when we did the other half of her thing, this whole scheme on that timeline just went under everyone's noses, and Elodie got away with it. There were no meddling kids and their stupid cat. Anywho. The key isn't how long you spend in standby mode. With quality time, you should be able to recharge more quickly.
You're right. I can sense it. I'm recharging very quickly at the moment.
I still have a question though. When did you start to suspect Elodie?
Something about her rubbed me the wrong way since the very beginning. But to be more precise, it was probably around the time when I saw Bonnie try to get away from her.
After you arrested Bernard, or no, back when Elodie tried to get close to Bonnie, yes. Since the very beginning.
Elodie tried to get close, but Bonnie deliberately dodged her. Maybe Bonnie had tried to evade her before at Pierre's base.
Yeah.
Or perhaps Bonnie just instinctively knew that she wasn't a good person.
Could be both.
Not everyone who likes cats is a good person. But if cats like you, you're probably alright.
Fair enough. Well, hold on. There's pretty villainous cats out there. I know villains with cats.
Humans tend to overthink things, but cats rely on their instincts, and they're pretty sharp. I mean, just look at Bonnie. She took a liking to you the moment you met.
Yeah, but Bonnie is a goat, though, so you know. Good judge of character. Look at that bow tie. And you know what? That's gotta be one of our best little hangout pictures yet. You love to see it. And now the table has completely disappeared. I digress. That will bring us to stream. We went for a little bit longer than I wanted to, because I got some sound panels staying up to kill the echo in this room. That being said, I guess we can just go to Mr. Tiller. Let's head over and let's end the stream off. We do have to tell him about the people that we murdered today. Can we peek at the flowchart? Yes, we can take a peek at the flowchart. That is here, and to here, and to here, and to, here. I'll also claim this real quick, so, I was gonna say, when it comes to the flowchart, we have one, ooh, okay. Yeah, I think, this ending is... Before the case can be broken, the situation seems to have changed. I feel like that is right before... Remember when we had, like, the opportunity to say, hey, let's actually roll that thing where it was a nat 20, but then not a nat 20? If we didn't get all the clues beforehand, I think we could get to this ending. I'm not sure what the other half of this one would be. Unsure, but that's what the flowchart looks like. We have 2 more endings. We might wrap those 2 up because I feel like I did enjoy the both of these a lot, actually. Both of these routes were a lot of fun, to be honest. That being said, maybe we'll clean that one up. That might be one we finish all the way. I think that might be overall my favorite hangout. As someone who's personally experienced all of them. Is that a Sandrone? I didn't know they had little Sandrone ones too. Unfortunate. Where's she at? Alright, well, she doesn't exist to me, so it is what it is. Anywho, Mr. Tiller, nobody died. Well, that's not true. Pierre is actually dead. We took a picture of 2 bodies. They weren't dead, but then Chevrolet said, you know what?
Stop right there.
I have a gun. And then she shot her in the face. But you know what? It's all good. What can I say except you're welcome, as the kids say. Next time we will have Varka's quest to play through, so I think that's going to be a good time. We love Varka. And we'll probably have a bunch of wishes to potentially do, because I do think I want Varka, but I also would like to fail the 50-50. So we'll probably get our 5-star potentially next time, if not the week after that. So, thank you, Mr. Tiller. Until we meet again. All those cats and dogs and other animals that died, well, okay, there's a world where they just got them out of the animals without killing them. However, I don't really believe that's the case. So many animals were harmed in Elodie's scheme. She's really bad. In terms of the hangout events, I think she might be the worst of the hangout event people. Villains rather. In terms of like the little character story quest, she's up there too. I don't, she's really, that was awful. Like, I had to take pause there for a second because I was like, I'm sorry, what am I reading? Is this a theory, or is this what this person actually did? And I was like, oh my gosh, goodness gracious. How many hangout events are there even? There was one in Caves who was kind of just scamming people. I don't think there's any, like, hangout event people that are, like, as bad as she was. Because that was pretty bad, dude. And then there's like some treasure hoarders in some of them, etc., etc. But that is all she wrote. I do need to go because I need to start hanging up some sound battles. So watch out, Tommy back over. And let's get ready to close this thing. Next time is Varka time. In fact, the episode might be called It's Varka Time. Unless I forget that it's Varka time, which is very possible. So indeed, all hearts and minds and chatter clear. I think it's time we take off. As I prepare to take off, let's do it. Yes, 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 I am ready. Next time AV does more art, yes, we were gonna do all of our art at the start of the stream, and then I realized my tablet pin actually died, so I'm gonna go get a battery tomorrow while I shop for some curtains. And until then, I guess I am taking off. It's C-Ray time next time. And this Saturday, I'm sorry, this Friday, this Fractures will be there for that, and then some other things, and then all the regular content. Y'all know what it is. We'll be back next Wednesday for more Genshin Nuzlocke. Toodaloo Flight Crew, as always, thank you for watching. Watch out, Chami out of here. Yeah.